Run it up.
Welcome back
to my channel.
to our channel.
To the channel.
To the one and only Addicted to Bleaching Hair!
Can we? Oh, the
I'm
timer is
excited.
on.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Addicted to Bleaching Hair Podcast. We're on episode 4. And I'm your host, Evana.
And I'm your host, Lauren.
We put Ilyse in timeout this
I'm the
week.
fact checker.
She got
Miss
she got
Platinum.
demoted. She got written up at the salon.
Nah.
And we had to
Not all
demote
that.
her to fact check. No, we have a very special guest in the studio with us today.
Wah.
We're so excited. Welcome, Taylor.
Hello. Made it there.
Yeah, we have Taylor on the pod today. How do you say your last name? I feel like I fuck it up in my head every time.
Say it.
Perrone.
Okay, it's Perrone, but
Perrone.
I've gotten Perrone. That's not like a...
I would botch it. I'd be like, pepperoni.
Yeah, well, I feel like in high school people totally did that.
Really?
Yeah,
Aw.
kind of pissed me off.
I'm sorry. I'm hot. She's up.
It's a trigger
Don't do
for me,
that.
Lauren.
My bad. It won't happen again.
So we have
Pulls out her
Taylor
extensions.
Perrone on the podcast today. Ilyse already got in trouble.
She's touching buttons.
They're ridding her up.
Microwave. I gotta face this way?
No.
I'm staring at a wall. That'd be sad.
We are locked in. All good?
Are we ready?
Don't do that.
Dang.
And action. Oh, you heard it?
Your
Yeah,
throat's
that
out like a
gulp.
swimming pool. Go get.
That way?
Oh my gosh. I don't think I could do that.
What?
I don't know. Shit kind of
It has to be like your throat.
like. That was
It
forced.
didn't hit the same.
No.
Sorry.
No. We're back. We have Taylor Perrone.
Taylor Perrone.
Yes.
Okay. I have to say it.
Yes. So we have her visiting from all the way from Staten Island.
Staten Island, New York.
Yes, we have Taylor visiting. So if you hear me and Lauren's little New York accent jump out from time to time,
Mind your business.
it just mind your business. It just like I don't know.
Happens.
I feel like we get excited when we're talking to our New York girlies, and so then we're like, I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah.
I do that sometimes. And I'm like,
That part.
wild.
yeah,
That part.
that one.
Oh, it's 444.
Make a wish.
Slay.
I'm just gonna-
The what?
I said, we love you, Grandma.
So it's been, I feel like we say this every week, but the more time that passes, the more crazier it gets. So like last week, all the clients that came into the salon were like, oh my God, I've been tuning into the podcast. And we're like, what?
What?
Y'all
Why did
like
you not
us?
think anyone was going to listen?
Well, not like our clients. You
Why
know what I mean?
not?
I don't know. But
You never know. You
Yeah.
never know.
Put on a front with them and then
And then
watch us.
yeah, for sure. So I feel like they've been really like receptive of the YouTube and watching us. And I don't know, it's been really cool to like film and come here every week. I feel like you would think that we'd have stuff to run out talking about when we see each other every day, but I don't know, we like to recap it on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
It's
I love
fun.
it. I look forward to it every
Y'all
week.
cannot tell each other anything. You'll be like, wait.
We have to wait to see it.
Yes.
It gets a little crazy. But yeah, I feel like everything's been going good. And it's been exciting to record and to be downtown and to spend some time here with the girls. Ilyse's hair looks so cool today.
The way she's looking.
Look at it. Look down. Check that out.
That's a slay.
Ooh. How long did that take you?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20, 30,
I'm
45.
gonna get better at it.
It's cool though.
I
It's like-
haven't seen somebody do something that cool in a really long time.
yeah.
Did you ever used to do that to your hair?
No, but growing up, I would go and get like braids and stuff,
Yeah.
like little braids, like all over my hair. But I haven't. really think that's cute.
I
That's
just
cute.
saw that video where they do the hair charms on the bobby pins, and I saved it because that's my next idea. You seen that?
Let me see it. You have to show us.
I do have it.
Did you like watch a tutorial or you just
Yes.
like,
Oh, yes, I did.
okay.
But it's supposed to be for like a half up, half down, but
Type of look.
It's giving like Y2K vibes.
I love it.
It's giving cool girl aesthetic.
Absolutely.
This one was like a video for like hair charms. I don't know if Behind the Chair posted it or somebody had posted it like that, and it was bobby pins. They just got charms, and they had like were able to put them all like right here.
Ooh.
The girl with the red and black hair.
She pulls out her phone. Oh, okay, cute.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
And then it just like she puts them there. So I feel like since I'm breaking my hair off, I should just do these now.
She said, "Let me just make it look cute while it's breaking."
Yep. And it just puts little charms in them.
That's
And
really cool.
It's cool.
Lauren's hair. She said she wasn't gonna do it. She
I
did
say
it
a
on
lot
him.
of things.
She did it on him. She got the 24 inches.
Yes.
She was like,
I'm already over it.
"Shut up! You want to take them
Last
out?"
night I was all, oh my god, just like
We're in
flustered.
the car before, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm over it. I don't want them
Yeah.
anymore."
I just like my short hair. I like that I can style it more ways. But I did a slick back. I ripped out a whole chunk of my hair. I was like,
It's not easy being a baddie.
Yeah.
With a slick back.
with a slick back, yeah.
Me and Ilyse have so much breakage in our hair right now. It's not even funny.
The one and only slick back.
Yeah. We're gonna just.
Always.
Yeah.
We're driving in the car right now, and she was like, "I feel something on the back of my neck," and I was like, "It's because your ponytail's so tight."
Oh yeah.
And she was like, "Nope, it feels kind of lumpy," and I was
Take
like,
me off of it, I guess.
"It's gel."
Yeah, because I usually use conditioner.
Like I'll use mask
hair.
and conditioners for my slick backs instead of using gel. But I was in a rush, and to do like the little swoop-de-doop, like I need a gel.
Swoop-de-doop.
You know,
So that it can hold you down. Yeah.
yeah,
I feel like-
had to.
Ilyse is the queen of like the cute little hairstyles. She got that down.
Can you hear it?
She's addicted.
To
They need
these?
they need to sponsor you.
Sponsored by Yerba Mata.
Doesn't even know how to say it.
I know.
How do you say it? Yerba Mata or something like that.
Dang.
nice.
I
That
say
shit
it
was
pretty
super
close.
crispy. What are you drinking, Taylor?
I have the strawberry vanilla Olipop. Didn't Ilyse have this last time?
What'd
Maybe
you
I'm making
have?
that up.
No,
No, I made that up.
Ooh.
no. But I do drink those because we're trying to be healthy girlies. Me with the Pepsi.
What does it taste like?
That's not my favorite.
I don't like
Oh.
Olipop. She's like,
I like poppies.
I like poppies too. It kind of just tastes like candy.
yeah.
All their Olipops taste more vanilla-y. All of them. They always have like a hint of vanilla.
Or ginger.
alright.
They have a hint of ginger in them too, which I don't like.
I just don't.
It's all right. I'm a poppy
That
girl
grape
at heart.
poppy one I just had with them.
That was the grape
That
one?
was, and
I think
it
it
was
was a-
blue.
Yeah, that was not
great.
grape.
blue something.
Blue grape.
Blue grape duck.
My favorite is the strawberry lemon. Have you tried that one?
Mhm.
I like that one.
Oh yeah, I just
Strawberry
tried
limeade, right?
it, and then I tried the cherry limeade finally. Oh, my
I like that
gosh,
one,
they were
too.
good.
I'm gonna have to like try the cream soda one because the ones that I've had so far, not a fan.
The cream soda one's good.
I'm never a fan of cream soda.
So
it
cream
tastes
soda.
like root beer more than the root beer one does.
I don't
we
like
we
root
had a scandal.
It was the most scandalous scandals of scandals.
What
it was
happened?
crazy.
It was too much.
We were just being judged by everybody for our freaking Four Loco last week.
I know.
Shut up! What happened?
Just everybody was like judging us. I
Yeah.
didn't like that.
Yeah.
The Four Loco was so freaking good.
They dragged
What
us.
flavor
Yeah.
was it? What did it taste
What
like?
was it? It was like
it
sour.
was Warhead. Sour
Sour
Warhead.
warhead, strawberry,
It was
vanilla.
good. It was good.
I would have to try it.
Yeah,
I'm not
we
going to
should've got
judge,
one.
but
It's fine.
Well, Evana sent me a video that they remade them apparently.
Well,
That they're
I'm-
not as wild as they used to
I
be.
hope so. People, that was like
A blackout.
scary.
Type of drink.
I thought I was
Yeah.
going to be blacked out after the end of that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm telling
you
you,
drank your own, yeah.
they're strong.
We split it.
I know, but you never know.
Divide by 3.
So what do we got today?
Today we have the buzz balls. I've never had a buzz ball before. Have you?
Nope.
The
No,
chocolate
you
one
gotta
is
be
good.
buzzed.
The
So
chocolate
we
one.
tried to find like all of them, but I guess I at least bought them all this weekend.
Yeah.
At the Stripes.
Ooh.
I went hard.
So we have Limerita chiller. I don't want to shake them because what if they like explode?
It's
And
alcohol.
then watermelon chiller.
Okay.
Oh, just a little. You want to crack this one open?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like. It's kind of like the apple juice. Like you want to bite it.
Do it.
That's
Is it glass?
It's,
It's plastic.
Don't
Don't
do it. Don't do it.
And I'll do it.
Yeah.
It was in the Stripes. Yeah, I'm like a germaphobe. I'm like, ew.
All the kids were playing with
Yeah.
it. I don't want to break my nail.
I don't mean either.
I'm going to use my...
Oh, no fizz.
That's weird. Is it good?
What is the percentage of alcohol on that?
I don't know.
I think 12.
It says it on
or 11.
15%.
On this little thing?
Yes.
And y'all were afraid
Afraid.
of a Four Loko?
I am terrified.
Of a-
The chocolate one's really good though.
Not in the eyes.
It's fine. Oh my god, I smell like alcohol on the side. Low key smells good, like watermelon.
It does not taste like watermelon.
I'm like shaking them all.
Oh, but it's watermelon.
It says have a ball.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Let's say a prayer.
Cheers, ladies.
The face of regret.
This tastes like what the Four Loko in my head was gonna taste like.
Oh.
It's how, I feel like this is how it used to taste.
It reminds me of like a Jolly Rancher shot. That one's
A Jolly Rancher shot.
that one tastes good though. The watermelon. I'm here for it. I'm living
Ooh, this is what the other Four Loko smells like.
gasoline.
I don't think it's bad.
No, it's like a margarita, babe.
I drank that one a little too fast. Sorry. I was like,
I almost just fell backwards.
that
Oh god.
one's deadly.
Once some Ilyse, you're gonna have to run over here. She's like all the way across.
I can
the
pass it
studio.
to her.
I'll fall. I'm stopped by. a
That
car.
was disgusting.
This tastes just like the Cayman Jack.
I love Cayman Jacks.
That tastes just like.
Cayman Jacks make me hot.
I feel like for being
Make me
15%, like it's not that bad.
But then you die.
Yeah, if you're drinking the whole thing.
Every time that I'd be like, tastes like juice. Dying.
The Red Bull vodkas.
Yeah.
Dude.
I don't even
Yeah.
know how I used to drink Four Locos.
That like multiple.
Well, no. We used to when we were younger because we
It does say shake well.
Oh,
It says woman owned.
Wow.
Period.
We're strong.
Rise above.
support.
Above
So
them
when you
all.
were young, you would drink
when
them?
we were younger, literally before we were 21. Oops.
okay.
We would go into the deli because they would sell it to us, and they were like they were $5 or something like that. So it was cheap. It was affordable for us, and we would literally load up like duffel bags with Four Locos,
Four Locos.
and like at our parties, that's what we would drink. Everyone would have like one to themselves, and you were dead.
You were done for the night
Yeah.
after that.
It was scary.
I
Scary
didn't-
times.
I didn't drink whenever I was a kid. It wasn't until like maybe like the last like couple of years I was like, oh, I'd like drink here and there, but
Yeah, no, me
I
and my
didn't have
friends were
wild moment.
crazy. That's why I feel like I toned it down a lot now.
Yeah.
because
You
I outlived it when I was younger.
Do you want to sip?
Sure.
you want to run it up?
Yeah.
I'm not crazy
Baby in a
about this
corner.
one. The red one I like. The
I'll check both
watermelon.
of them. I'm just kidding. I didn't drive.
What's that?
Gotta drive home.
Which one?
The margarita?
Yeah, this is good. I can't open it. You
Okay.
can get it.
What?
Is it a twist? Twist off.
Yeah.
That's not.
Oh,
That bites you.
we're partying now.
That doesn't taste bad.
You've never had one of those?
No.
Cayman Jack margarita, so good.
That one's good.
It's like fizzy-ish.
I feel like I don't like anything
Seltzery.
red.
I like that.
You can have her.
She's good.
Yeah, she's a vibe.
I mean, it's a vibe. You
yeah,
can share.
she's a vibe.
I don't like that one.
Ilyse is like dying in the corner.
That one is disgusting.
Give the
This
green one
is
back.
This is 5.8.
That's a little baby juice.
She's
What if you mix them?
yeah. I mean,
I didn't want both of them. They're trying to kill me. What? I said I didn't want both of them. They're trying to kill
I
me.
thought you were gonna chug them.
No.
oh my god! Imagine she chugged both of them.
30% alcohol.
Us shotgunning a drink.
Have you seen like the Big Buzz Ball?
I wanted it so bad.
You should get
I
one.
really wanted it because on Christmas they had it as a pumpkin. So I may seem like
That's
I drink
it.
a lot, but
Because you do.
I don't. Only on the weekends.
Yeah.
But I don't. I've never really had a buzz ball. The only ones I remember having was the chocolate one, and that one was really good.
The chocolate.
I remember when I tried it, it was at the beach because my mother-in-law was like, "Try it." You know, they were litty titty off of just one. So I was like, "Let me get litty
She's
with
like,
you."
you gotta try it. It's wild.
Should I run it up?
Last summer, it was the first time I tried one.
That's crazy. Do you go to like the beach a lot, like in the summertime and stuff like that?
We used to always go as a family every Sunday, but since I married my old man, he
Her husband's like 65 years old. Just
Yeah.
So y'all know.
He's just, at that point,
Yeah.
I
just
love you, babe.
We
gotta
respect
take
it.
Take it slow. I can't believe you met him on Sugar Daddy Meet.
I
That's
know.
crazy.
SugarDaddy.com.
And now I'm a
fucking
sugar
nuts.
mama.
Yeah.
Period. As
Crying
you
in the corner. I gotta use the dramatic light.
She's like, the lights fade.
But
Yeah. We were there at the beach yesterday.
oh, really?
And then
Oh,
Lauren,
that
we
one.
were there at the bar getting a drink, and then she was like, Evana. And I was like, what? And
Yeah.
she's like, that guy that's behind us, That's what I was telling you about, my catfish story.
Yes.
What? I wanna
Yeah.
know.
Tell them the story. Go for
so
it.
when I worked at Whataburger in high school, and I worked with this other guy, and I think he had a crush on me, and he added me on Snapchat, or he had a crush on me. And so a few months later, somebody added me on Snapchat, and it was like under this name. I'm not going to say any names, but he started snapping me pictures of him. Well, at the time, like, you can send somebody a photo like from your camera roll and it show up as a Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
So he would send me like photos of himself, like in the mirror. Like, I was like, oh, he's cute, whatever. So we started talking, right? But like, we talk on the phone every now and then, but like, no FaceTime, no hangout, no nothing, right? I'm just like, whatever. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't think that this is who he says he is, right? And so one day, I get the balls to message this other guy that looks like him. Because me and him stopped talking. We like stopped talking, and he was like being weird or whatever, so I stopped talking to him.
Yeah.
Well, months go by, and I see this guy. I don't know if it was on Facebook or Instagram or what. And I was like, hey, like, do you remember me? And he was like, what are you talking about?
Dang.
And I was like, we used to talk. And he was like, no, we didn't. That wasn't me. And
You're
I was
like, we were in love.
I was like, we were in love. You loved me.
We were gonna get married.
I planned the whole wedding. Like, what? No, I'm just
Wow.
kidding. But it's so funny because when we were eating yesterday,
Yeah.
I saw him and I was like, but obviously the guy, like
real one.
the real guy that I got catfished by.
Like the one that they used his photo.
Yes, saw him.
So how'd that make
But
you feel?
what's crazy is I saw him a few weekends ago at the club,
That's crazy.
and I was like, "You're cute," and he was like, "Thank you."
Wait, so the person we saw yesterday, that was the person in the photo, or that was the person that was catfishing you?
No, that was the person in the photo.
Okay.
The other guy on the end was catfishing me with that
Okay.
guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know.
So then how did you like uncover that you were being catfished, and like how did you approach it?
I
What
think
was the
it
story?
was more of like he didn't want to see me. Like, you know, like,
Yeah.
nobody wants to see
Yeah,
it.
there's something going on
They're like,
there.
no, I don't want to FaceTime. He
That's-
would talk to me on the phone, but he would never like FaceTime me or try to see me. But then, like, as I was talking to him, I was like, his voice sounds so familiar. And later on, once he admitted that, like, you know, it wasn't him, he was like, oh yeah, we used to work together. And I was like, I feel like I know who you are.
Oh my god,
That's crazy.
Until this day, I know exactly who it is.
Oh
who
my
catfished me,
gosh.
and I'm like, it's okay. I'm fine.
It was for the plot.
It was for
Yeah.
the plot. It was just, I was like, it's
She's all like,
fine.
it made me who I am.
So how long? I'm like so invested. How long were y'all like talking? You and the person that was catfishing
Maybe
you?
like a month or two. Like, it wasn't anything serious.
But
It was just
still,
like
that's-
Snapchatting.
I need you
Uh-huh.
for my closure
Okay.
to get with the guy
Which guy?
that was in the
Which
picture.
guy?
I need you to make him your boyfriend. And then,
No.
yeah, and then run it up and be like, you want to know a funny story? Yeah. And then just be like,
Well, it was funny because I saw him at the club a couple weekends ago. I was like, hey, you're cute. He was like, thanks. I was like,
not even you two. He was
What?
just like, thanks.
no, he goes, thanks, pretty girl. That's what he said. I was like,
Hey, y'all might get married. Fuck.
So we're married.
yeah, pretty much. I'm not writing it off in my head. I bought a ring.
So I heard wedding bells.
Picked out the dress.
But yeah, we took Taylor to the beach yesterday so
Yeah.
we can have a little.
What are your thoughts on Corpus so
Yeah,
far?
welcome to Corpus Christi.
What's your vibe?
It's
are you
different
thinking?
from what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't imagine there to be palm trees. I didn't imagine a beach. I didn't imagine like all the boats and like it's pretty.
The marina
Like,
and everything.
Yeah, I liked it. And then when we were at the restaurant yesterday with like the sunset, I was like, okay, I'll move here.
She's like, I get it now.
Yeah, I
will
do get
come
it.
here.
I get it.
What were you like envisioning it was going to be before you got here?
I feel like I don't even know. I just felt like nothing.
Yeah, just flat.
Like in the middle of nowhere type thing.
That's Robstown.
Little tumbleweeds.
Yeah, like definitely not palm trees and like pretty.
Ocean.
I don't know why. I don't know why. Because
Earlier
you guys
I-
call it Corpus Christi. Like you make it sound like it's this terrible place.
I'm on
Dewey.
video.
Because it is.
I'm like, I've never said that.
I will say that again and again.
I have said Corpus
get it.
Christi.
I love Corpus Christi.
Crispy.
Crispy.
I'll get it yatted. Corpus Christi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corpus though is like
I redeemed myself. I said hi to him.
Yeah. There you go. Corpus is like a really cool vibe. I feel like it's home.
It's enough.
Yeah.
Enough.
And everybody knows everybody. And then you go to somewhere and you talk to someone for 5 minutes and they're like, you know so-and-so?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, yes, I know them.
I feel like in a sense it kind of reminds me of where like Staten Island because everyone knows everyone one way or another.
Yeah.
Whether it's like someone you're talking to like knows that person or whatever it is, like everyone knows each other.
So you're from Staten Island.
Born and raised.
So born and raised. You got a Staten Island tattoo or?
Hell no.
I'm like, I get a Texas tattoo.
No, see, that's the difference. Like, I would never.
See, I feel like us,
Me,
it's very
is
like,
gonna get a cow?
it's like very like yeehaw, Texas,
Buc-ee's.
pride.
Yeah.
you
I
know?
mean, I feel like people are always ashamed to say that they're like from Staten Island.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah.
That's
I don't
crazy.
know.
Why is that?
Because, I mean, I don't know, like the Jersey Shore.
Okay.
Like, I feel like they just like make it sound like
more
it's-
stereotypical
Yes,
stereotype,
yeah.
like, oh, the typical like Jersey person.
Yes,
Okay,
which
okay.
it's like not even like that. There's parts that are definitely like that, and there's people that are definitely like that. But I feel like the average person, like, it's just we're New Yorkers.
We
you
have
know?
that here too. I feel
Yeah.
like we have a little bit of Jersey Shore and Corpus too.
Yes. Oh, because the beach and it's like spring
Yeah.
break. Everybody comes out for spring break and it's like insane. Like all those people out there.
What? So like this whole like mob wife era that's like coming out and like everybody's been like, you know
hate
what I
it.
mean? Do you feel like that is
hate
like
it.
what you see over there or no?
I mean, there's parts that people are like that, but
Yeah.
that's like not what the majority is like. And I feel like people are making it seem like that's what it is.
It's more like stereotypical
Yeah,
type of
yeah.
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like there's certain areas where it's like nicer areas where like you know people have like more money, and then there's like the middle class people, and yeah. But there's definitely like
Some
areas
shady
where
areas.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's definitely areas where people are like that.
That's crazy.
Mob wife aesthetic. Yeah. Do you guys have mob wife aesthetic here? Like, do people try to pull that
No,
off?
I feel like it's more like chola.
I feel like we could never pull something like that off here because it's so hot. Like,
Yeah.
first of all, it's
No.
hot, it's humid. If somebody's wearing a fur coat out, you're looking at them crazy.
You're like,
Yeah.
You're like,
where'd you
where
come
are you
from?
going? You're
You know
not
they're-
from.
you
You're
know
not
they're
from
from
here. Yes,
You
absolutely.
kind of like stick up like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
So you're born and raised in Staten Island. Is that like where you're working now?
Yes, I work in Staten Island. I have a little Sola Salon suite, and I love it.
How did you get into like hair? Like what's your hair story?
I actually had no idea that I wanted to do hair. I was in school originally just because everyone tells you must go to college after you graduating high school. So I did what I was told, and I went to college for 2 years, and I was absolutely miserable. And then after being in school for like 2 years and crying pretty much every day, my mom was like, Taylor, why don't you just try beauty school? Like, you've always talked about it, and you've always like had an interest in doing hair. I just always never thought that it could be like a career.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a side job.
Yes.
You know, that could be my side hustle, but like I need to get a real job first, and then I can worry about that later. And because I was so miserable, my mom was just like, just go.
just do
Just
it.
go.
I remember telling
Yeah.
my dad, like, I'm gonna go to cosmetology school. And he was like, for what?
Yeah.
And I was like, because I want to. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
To
remember-
do
I feel like-
hairs.
I feel like people didn't see it that way.
No, and
Yeah.
it really wasn't like that way until the last like 6 to 10 years, I would say. Like, the hair industry has really evolved that you could make it a full-time job and make bank with it.
It's crazy. I feel like whenever I was doing hair in cosmetology school, it was so like not seen as like a luxury item. It was seen as just like, oh, I go to get highlights and then that's it.
Yeah.
And then now like the more and more time passes, it's like the services are longer, the color you use more,
Yeah.
and it's just like this whole experience that you're giving
different.
your clients is just so totally different from
Totally.
like
the
highlights and
traditional,
purple shampoo.
the traditional like highlights and no toner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was a thing. You know, and now it's like shadow root, toner, this, that,
Timeline,
treatment,
receipt.
plane, bus, another club. Yeah, literally. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I feel like
crazy.
it's just a lot going on in the hair.
Yeah.
hair
So
vibes, yeah.
I went to beauty school, and I was miserable, as we all are in beauty school, because you learn nothing that
Yeah.
you need for the actual survival in the hair industry. And while I was in beauty school, I was lucky enough to pretty much work with someone that I admired at the time, which was extremely helpful. And I learned a lot from her. And when I was finished with beauty school, I was like, you know what? Something in the back of my head was like, what if the hair thing doesn't work out? Go back to school and finish your degree just in case, because you never know. You never know if this is like what you're going to want to do. So while I was assisting and starting to get comfortable behind the chair, I finished my 2 years left out at college, and I'm thankful that I did that. Did I need to do it? No. Looking back at it, but like I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
And really where the turning point was for me was during COVID, because I was finishing my last semester in college, and I was supposed to be like taking some sort of internship, and I wasn't able to do that because of COVID. And I was like, well, how the hell am I supposed to know what I want to do like in this field after I graduate if I can't like get my feet like foot in the door?
Yeah.
I was like, what am I supposed to do? So I ended up finishing school, and then during COVID, I started working from home a little bit, and I was like, damn, my clientele skyrocketed. Everyone and anyone wanted their hair done. They didn't care if I was rinsing their hair in my basement. That's where I started pretty much. That's where like my little business started.
That's really cool.
Yeah, like the OGs know, like it was first in my bedroom because that's where my little like setup was, and my dad refused to move it like to my basement. And then I think he started to see like how busy I was becoming, and he moved my little setup to the basement. And yeah, my clientele just skyrocketed. And then from there, I went into a solo salon suite.
How long were you in your basement?
Probably for a little bit over a year.
Wow.
There's no
That's
windows.
badass.
Yeah,
That's
it was
so badass.
pretty
Yeah.
crazy. Like when I think back at it like that, no windows. Literally, it was like, I don't want to say it was disgusting.
It was a
down there 'cause
dungeon?
It was my home. Yeah, but yeah.
Sketchy. Client
I didn't
coming out,
have-
I'm downstairs.
Yes, I didn't have like a legit salon sink, so I was like literally having people. I was like rinsing them in my like slop sink in my basement. But yeah, people didn't care. I made it work, and now I have my own suite, and I love it.
That's awesome. I feel like that's so like admirable because you were doing all that like during COVID.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was a hard time for everybody. I know we were closed for like what, maybe 6 weeks. It wasn't that long.
I wasn't there yet at Riptide.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
but like in Texas in general, we were closed down
like,
for 6
Almost
weeks.
2 months, yeah.
And it was hard because other people were able to work, but we weren't able to work. So it's like,
Yeah.
We have
That
to make
was
a
crazy
living.
too, realizing you're not an essential worker.
yeah.
It's like, damn.
But we are.
We are.
We are.
I feel like we
Mental
are.
health,
Yeah.
I feel like in that sense of like, we do offer a lot to people, more than people know.
And I feel like we're there for our clients more than like sometimes their family's there for them, or like we are the person that they come and they talk to.
Yes.
So it's like for them to like not have that and just be like, oh, when's the next time I can come back? That is like so hard. I remember during COVID when we did come back, I worked 30 days straight in a row. Just as soon as we got back, I was like, okay, I got work to do. I have to like recoup for like
I
money
gotta
that I
make
didn't
up for
make.
missed time.
And after that, it was just like, okay, we're back. And I feel like we saw that boom probably at the same time
Yeah.
of like an influx of clients and like building your clientele.
Yeah. The place I was at, like, before that all happened, was taking, like, a really large percentage of what I was making. And I feel like that was why I didn't feel like I was able to survive as, like, my full-time job. And then when I went out on my own, it was really eye-opening. I was like, wow, I really can make good money if I do this right.
Yeah.
You know? So I always say, like, COVID was so bad in so many ways, but I also gained so much during that time. So I tried to see the positive of it.
And to take it and kind of like make it into something.
Yeah.
So I know you from social media. That's kind of like where we first kind of like met.
Yeah.
Was like first on social media and like just following each other. And then I got to meet you at BTC in
August of last
It was
year.
August.
Wow. And that was in Austin, Texas.
Yes.
What did you think about Austin first and foremost?
I feel like I didn't get to, like, do much there.
No.
It was,
we were stuck at the convention center.
yeah,
pretty much
like, I
all the
didn't
time.
get to, like, see. Yeah, we didn't, like, every meal I ate was, like, at the restaurant in the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't really get to do anything. So I can't really speak on that, but it was hot as balls.
Yeah. I think Austin and San Antonio in the summertime.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
I remember one year, me and my brother went for the day, and we felt like we had heat stroke, and we just had water bottles, and we're like just pouring it on us while we're shopping because it was so freaking hot.
Yeah, like thank God we were inside like majority of the time.
Yeah. We would have been
too hot.
toasted. The pool party was crazy. I thought we were all gonna like die from heat exhaustion.
I remember when I first met you in the lobby at the hotel. I was
Really?
Like,
oh yeah.
yeah,
in
that was like the
nighttime.
first meeting.
Yeah.
We pulled out. We had all our stuff with us. We had like 2
Yes.
carts with us.
Yeah.
True.
We had so much stuff. We packed your Jeep and we just took off.
We said, fuck it. We're here. That was super fun. We met Jackie, we met Taylor, and then Mel was there. And we just had a good time that weekend.
We just hit it off.
Yeah. It was awesome.
Yeah. We had a good time.
I feel like it was so much fun. And we got to meet everybody else too.
So many people, yeah. That was like probably one of the best times of my life.
Yeah. I was so mentally exhausted after it though. It was a lot of networking. My social battery was at 0.
I feel like it's a lot to have to like get up, do your makeup, go out there, go eat lunch, take a break, go in the heat, like do all the things. And it's like, for as much as you're like not at work, you're still working because you're networking and you're like making content and you're like trying to take everything in that you're like paying for to come to this event too. So I don't know. I had a lot of fun. I'm so glad that I met you there. And I feel like
definitely inspiring. Yeah, it was definitely an inspiring moment
Yeah.
of like my career for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I feel like that was kind of the first time that I met people that I was friends with online, like in person.
Yeah.
That like really started it all. And I was like, I love this.
Right.
I really do love the networking like part of our job. I feel like you can talk to so many people, but it's different when you meet them in person.
Right.
Yeah.
Or like I see it too, like from the outside perspective, right? So like maybe somebody who follows me and they also follow you, they're like mind blown that we're in the same room right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
and
true.
I feel like I love those moments whenever I meet people that I look up to and I'm like, oh my God,
Yeah.
so-and-so and
Yeah.
so-and-so.
I was definitely like starstruck. I was like,
Yeah.
oh shoot, these
love
people!
that.
Oh my god, I can't believe I've been following these people forever. Like
Yeah.
it was really cool to like see it in person, see their personality, kind of like
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I feel
Definitely.
like nothing feels better than like meeting somebody in person or hanging out with somebody and they're so authentic. Like
They're
they are
the same person
in and out.
as
They're
you
the
should
same.
be.
Yeah, as it should be.
Yes.
But I feel like and isn't that sad that it's like
Not always
almost
that
like
way.
surprising whenever somebody is because you're like, oh, I've had so many experiences.
Right.
It's almost like a relief.
Right.
You're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank
Like,
goodness,
oh.
because I love following them. I love their content. I love everything about them.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like it kind of like it could feel weird if you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. So and so's gonna be there. We're like cool online. And then
What
you
was-
get there and they're just like,
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
like your first impression of like, did you feel that way about me when you met me?
yeah.
Okay.
I kept telling the girls, I was like, oh my God, the New York girlies. I kept saying it. I was
Yeah.
like, all the girls from New York are gonna be there. I'm so excited to meet them.
I was
Yeah.
so excited just to meet anybody.
Same.
I was just like, I
Same.
can't wait to just
Yeah.
talk to somebody else, like other than like from our area.
for
You know,
sure.
that was like because like from Corpus, like it's just so like small here, so it's like
Yeah.
cool to like network with somebody literally across. Like
She's passionate.
I'm passionate.
It's fine.
Yeah.
She's standing on
Yeah.
business.
It's funny too because I feel like people are always like, you have to take a step back and kind of appreciate it from somebody else's point of view.
Yeah.
Because people are always saying to me, "Oh my God, that's so cool that girl from Instagram that you're friends with like the addicted," and I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "It's so cool, like you're going to like hang out with her," and I just like think of it like I'm going to see my friends,
Like we're going to like just chill and to
Yeah.
hang.
yeah, but it is
totally get
cool.
that.
It's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool to have cool friends.
I will always fangirl. I'm gonna say it here, Britt. I will
Same.
always fangirl. I don't even care. I'm just
Same.
like I love it.
I feel like we I could say this like both of us, we both appreciate like the time that we're able to spend with you because it doesn't just stop behind the phone.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah,
in
we
person
stay
connection.
connected.
Yeah, I love that.
It's really important.
I love that so
It is
much.
important.
I know this is off topic,
Go for it.
but I need to go to the restroom.
I knew
I thought
you
you
were
had
gonna
something
say that.
important to say.
I knew you were
Like,
gonna say that. He's like, we didn't film any of that.
Yeah, it's all good.
redo it. I feel like the more I'm drinking this, I kind of like it. But like, it's
the
not.
Olipop?
It's not my favorite.
I can't. Lollipop
What?
or
Just
no.
not. Yeah.
Nope. I will drink a regular soda.
Yeah.
Lauren goes, I know it's off topic, but I gotta go to the restaurant. Okay, go girl. Girly pop. I know, right? The noise I'm like.
Ilyse, you're very quiet. Did you fall asleep?
No,
She's on the phone.
just fact checking. Looking at my cut. I have a cut.
What'd you cut yourself with?
I don't know. It looks ugly. Like weird.
Like bloody?
No, like a hole.
Oh,
Yeah.
you probably got lightener in it.
It melted my skin off. You can do that?
Let me see.
No, it's like just like right there on the like inner, like right when you like think you stab yourself with like a comb or something.
I've done that before.
That's what it like gives, but it also gives like a hangnail.
Like
maybe a
inside the
hair,
nail?
Yeah, or like at the base.
Yeah.
like
I hate
underneath
that.
it.
Yeah, so I'm
That's
like, I don't
painful.
know where that came from.
I thought Lauren was going upstairs. I'm like, girl, what the fuck?
She wants to check it out.
Last time she was like, the restroom's super cool. I was like, okay.
It was a white wall.
Really? I was all, be careful, she steals.
There was like nothing in it.
Be
I was
careful,
Like, the door
she
is painted,
steals.
Lawrence.
Some of those gone too.
Nah.
It was
I was like,
Lauren.
I was joking.
She's like, I gotta go to my car real quick, put everything in it.
I get so distracted with all the stuff that's down here. Because I want to touch it, but I'm like, I can't.
Is
It's
it
not mine.
wires? What's
No,
happening?
there's like an ashtray. There's like 5 ashtrays down here.
Period.
And then like glasses, tripod, remote.
Sorry, guys. I had a
and
tinkle.
these.
Okay.
Come on.
He had to
Come on,
fix
come on.
something anyways. He had to fix something anyways, so.
It's fine.
Had to take a Wiz Khalifa.
A Wiz Khalifa.
You never heard someone say
No.
that? I always like I used to say, "Oh, I have to take a Wiz," and then be like, "Wiz Khalifa,
A G Wiz.
a G Wiz." Everybody take a deep breath.
I know.
And sigh it out.
All deep.
That buzzball got me 2 sips in. I'm
I'm like, you took one sip.
The watermelon one's really good.
Do you
It's-
want
I
it?
like it. Yeah, pass it over.
pass it around.
It's like strong, but good.
She's strong. But I had 3 drinks, so
Ugh, it's like medicine a little. Did you try this one? Yeah.
Hell no.
You don't like it? No.
I hear it
I feel
echoing
like
now.
you just don't like
Echo,
it. He has fun
echo.
sometimes back here.
She what?
I said he has fun sometimes back here because she was like, I hear echoing.
What?
I was
Little
like, he
turntable?
plays- Do you remember last time when you put it on echo and we were like,
What was echoing?
just like us, like we'd be
Oh.
echoing because he had put that special effect on.
Mm.
We get wild.
Okay.
was that too much? That's on period.
Can you hear that?
Listen up, Bigfoot. Us for everything. Have you ever heard that? Nicki
all
Minaj say
different.
that
What?
when Nicki Minaj is like, "Listen up, Bigfoot." You never heard
I ain't a Nicki fan, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're
Not a barb.
talking about.
Talking.
We talking on
I'm
noise.
from New York, and
Every
we
time we
talk
go-
a lot.
I love it. I remember whenever we had went to go collab with Mel, there was like a group of girls talking, and I turned around. I was like, "Are they fighting?" Like it was just so loud.
She was like, no,
That's just the
way they
everybody
talk. And I sound like Boston.
My boyfriend's always like, "Stop yelling," and I'm like, "I'm just talking."
You're Hispanic like us. That's
Is
like our
he
normal
also
level.
like from?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Born and raised Staten Island.
And you're Italian, right?
Yes.
Is he Italian?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Italian Irish?
Cool.
Wow.
So spicy.
I was like, I'm Mexican.
She's like, I'm Mexican.
I'm a
Where
Mex-
were we? We were teaching a class, remember? And the girl was like, she's like, what are you? And Lauren goes, I'm Mexican.
No, she goes. No, the girl goes. Well, yeah. She was like, "Where are you from?" I was
Yeah.
like, "From Corpus." And she goes. I was like, "What'd she say?" I can't
She's like,
remember.
what are you?
Yeah, and I was like, "Oh, I'm Mexican." She goes, "Me too." And then what did she say?
What part of Mexico?
Yeah, I was like, "I'm not from Mexico. I'm Mexican."
We're good? Okay.
She's like, "Oh, I'm a Nashville native." I was like,
Girl.
I was like, "Okay, like that was random."
It was silly.
That
I
was in
like, okay,
Nashville, yeah.
Yeah.
When we taught a class.
Girlies. The girly pops. Where were we at? I forgot what we were talking about.
Just meeting and like
Oh, like meeting in person.
But meeting
stuff like that.
everybody in person and like reciprocating that energy that you see online in person.
The type of vibe.
Yeah.
So today we collabed. That was so much fun.
It was so fun.
That was so
I really
cool.
had
Yeah.
such a great time.
We've had like a whole day.
Yeah.
So if we seem like a little,
Delulu.
it's because we've gone all day.
Because we are.
Yeah, we started today at what, like 8?
Yeah.
I
woke up
mean, I woke up at 7.
Yeah.
So what happened that you like forgot to like pick her? What?
I texted in the group, I'm here.
Lauren left
Yeah.
me.
I never showed up. Left her on the side of the road.
She was like, I live down the block. It took her 20 minutes to get there.
and I was did she not read my text? So I was going to call her, and as I was going to call her, she was walking out. She's like, I was waiting. I didn't know you were here.
Because
funny.
what had happened was you wrote in the chat that you got the coffee.
Oh.
But right before that, she said
She
here. I totally missed that.
She
And
saw
I
the
hearted your coffee that I got the coffee.
I was like, is she gonna heart my message?
I'm literally
just
sitting in the lobby and I'm
Waiting.
like, where the hell is she?
Y'all down
And
this bitch live.
the best part is like I saw a car that looked like hers like
No.
outside
Every
and I
time.
was just like, I don't know if it's hers. I don't want to go up to the car if it's not.
Can
And
you
then I was
imagine
like,
pull
fuck
on
it.
it?
I'm going to look.
I was
and
like
then
this.
as
I
I'm
was
walking out, she's calling me and
I
I'm
was like,
like,
maybe she like forgot something. Maybe
No.
she had to go back upstairs.
waiting.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Maybe she's
I was ready
dead.
early.
maybe she's
today.
asleep. You know,
Yeah.
J Lad.
Oh my gosh. When Jay Ladner came to teach a class at the salon, he
Nobody knew this. The class didn't
Yeah,
know this.
Nobody we're
now
outing
they
it.
know.
He like we were like, where's Jay? And like class was like about
It was
to
like
start.
9.
Yeah.
He didn't wake up.
And we're like, Jay, where you at?
Bling, bling, bling. Hello, can you go check on our friend and make sure he's alive?
And
Like,
they're like, we're not allowed to do that.
You called the
because-
hotel?
Yeah, they're like, we
'Cause he
can't
wasn't
do
answering.
that because you're not on the reservation. And I'm like, but we need like a welfare check on this person because they might be dead in their room. Can you go
Oh my
check on them?
gosh.
And yeah, so then finally, I guess they sent somebody over there, and then he called us and was like, "Oh my God, I slept in. My timer was set for PM instead of AM." And he had a lot going on, so I totally,
Yeah.
I understand.
It
he
happens.
rocked it out though. He
Yeah.
pulled up. He came through the back door.
Yeah.
It was like a whole vibe.
Yeah.
It was
fun.
cool.
It was cool.
He came through the back. I don't think anybody suspected anything of it, but he was
Listen,
alive.
it happens.
That's
We're
all that
human.
matters. Yeah, for
we're
sure.
glad that the show is. I mean, the show.
The show must go on.
Yeah. Oh, my earring fell off again.
What kind of
Sorry.
that earring's loud? What kind of earring is it? It just doesn't want to stay.
It's probably just because like
It's a little
the
bit.
headphones are sitting weird.
what
Show it
is.
off.
Just a little.
It wants
earring.
attention.
Hold on.
Show it.
I know you want to be seen so much. It's like a little earring. It looks like a little.
Crying
little
for the
teardrop.
attention.
It just wants to be seen.
I'm all over it. Like me when I looked at Ilyse's kid the other day. I was like,
She just to throw the earring. What are we talking about? Okay, so we collabed today.
yes.
Whenever I got the coffees, girl, I was holding 3 of them and I was like, this was a little wobbly. I'm
Oh.
like, nah, we'll be fine. So I put it in my car, go around so that I could put it on the seat. And as soon as I grabbed it,
Of course.
they went into the back seat. And I was like,
course.
why? It was just like kicking off Monday.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what?
Monday.
We're going to have a good day.
It's giving Monday.
It was giving Monday vibes.
Yeah.
And I was just like over it. But I was like, we are going to rock it out.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do the hairs.
It felt like we were dancing today.
if it
Yeah.
doesn't feel like dancing,
I don't want it.
I don't want to do it.
Yep, exactly. It
That's
felt
what-
like we were
yeah.
dancing today, though. It felt very like in sync.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
very
And
felt
timing
seamless.
wise, I felt like it was,
Yeah.
we did great.
I feel like we did good.
Yeah.
And then too, like even just starting like an hour behind, I've liked how it still like kind of caught up and was like on the
Yes,
same.
it was perfect.
It was good. Today went really good. I can't wait for all of y'all to see the content that we created from today, the videos, the pictures, and everything that we did.
Yep.
So we just were like, okay, Taylor, now it's time to go for the podcast.
I'm like, let's
Keep
go.
burping.
I'm ready.
get in the car.
Line it up.
Get in the car.
Cabs are here.
Cabs are here, Taylor. Let's get it.
I know. Right now we were crossing the street and like there was no cars, and I was like, just go. Like we're just gonna go.
She's like, are you ready? I'm like, I'm
what?
from New York.
I'm like, there's no cars. But I told her it's funny because people will wait. You know,
Yeah.
just funny.
It's weird. Well, I feel like anytime that we're there in New York, we're always looking for the excuse to be like, I'm walking here. Like nothing is going on. And me and Lauren like, I'm walking here. Nobody's there. But
Everybody's
I
like,
don't know.
we just want to talk shit.
Or I feel like whenever I'm around y'all for a long time, like you, Melanie especially, because her accent, like
I think it's bad.
It's not bad. It's like thick.
Yeah.
I feel like it's thick.
Yeah.
Out of like all of y'all, her and Jackie.
Jackie
sounds like
Yeah.
just like you don't want to mess with her. Like she'll chew you out in like an accent.
A lot of people tell me that my accent's not too bad.
It's like
It's there.
Little bit
I mean,
there, you
yeah,
know?
but
I guess it depends what you're talking about,
Yeah.
maybe.
well, if I'm around people like from Staten Island that have a bad accent,
Yeah.
then it starts coming out bad, and I'm like,
Right.
ooh,
It
why did I
bring it
say
out.
that like that?
Yeah, or I feel like I have my client Savannah. She's like totally from the yeehaw. So as soon as she sits in my chair, forget it. It's like I'm mimicking, and I'm like,
She's
oh
like,
my god.
girl. Every 2
Yeah.
seconds.
She's like, hey girl. I'm like, hey girl. Yeah, it's crazy. I love her so much.
I know, I love her.
I call her yesterday, and I was going to ask her what restaurants were good like on the island, and she was like, oh, it's closed on Sunday. But whenever I called her, as soon as she answered, she called me back or something, and she's like, were you calling me because so and so blah 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 blah, and she's like
The
giving
tea.
she's like shouting all this tea, and I go, no. I was like, no, but what restaurants are good? And she's like, oh, I thought that's what you were calling me. And then in the nighttime, I sent her like, I go, I know you love tea. And then I sent her what we were talking about earlier. And yeah,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
The tea was hot.
I know, it was piping hot. It's wild out here.
Yeah.
But yeah. But definitely, do you feel like we have any type of like accent
Yeah, I was
or
gonna
like
ask you
mannerism
that.
that like you don't have?
No, I don't
No?
really feel
Pretty
like
normal?
Yeah,
You can say it.
No,
you can say
I
it.
We're kind of boring, I know.
No, I don't feel like you guys have
No.
like an accent.
Okay, cool.
No, yeah, you guys are just cool
We're,
girls.
we're adaptable, that's why.
Yeah.
We mold.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
mold real quick.
Are you offended that I said no?
No,
We kind of feel a
mean,
little boring.
I'm
not
like,
gonna
well,
lie.
you can lie. I'm just kidding.
Jazz it up and say we sound Latina or something.
I mean,
I'm just
maybe.
kidding.
I feel like sometimes when we're talking, we do.
Yeah.
It comes out of us a little bit,
It'll-
like the little Mexican in it.
When we start talking about chamoy and tajin and all
Yeah,
the good
for
stuff.
sure.
So how did you come up with like your Instagram name? That's why I was like meaning to tell you.
Well, my first Instagram name was actually Hair Blends and Trends.
Hair blends and trends.
Hair Blends and Trends.
That's
Making it
long.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was not
Hair,
not it.
Hair blends and trends by Taylor.
Yeah. I didn't know what to make my name, and one of my friends actually came up with it at the time, and I was like, sure,
Girl, I'll take it.
it's blendy, it's trendy.
Yeah.
Blended,
It's
trendy.
blended and trended. I love it.
And then my first boss actually came up with my Instagram name. She was like,
Ooh.
you should make your Instagram mane and tail. And I was like, wait, I kind of like that.
I like it
Yeah.
too.
But a lot of people, so when I heard mane and tail, I just immediately thought like the horse shampoo.
Yeah.
Mane and tail.
We talked about that today
Yes.
too. That was so
yes,
funny.
that's why I didn't like
Yeah.
say anything else when we were talking about it.
Girl, we're going to hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's like where my mind immediately went. But I just like obviously changed the tail TAIL to
Yeah.
TAYL. And a lot of people like don't know what that is. And I'm like, you don't know what mane and tail is? So it's weird to me.
A fundamental, it's like womanhood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're going to use the mane
childhood.
and tail for $1
Right.
and hope that your hair grows thick and luscious.
Right.
Why wouldn't you?
I wonder what's like the tea on that.
Yeah.
Like who thought of that?
Yeah.
Well, was it I think it was used for
For
horses.
horses.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
You never use mane and tail?
Like it's literally horse shampoo.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horse shampoo. It has like two.
I
Horses
know
on
what
it.
it looks like. I've
Yeah.
seen it. I've smelt it. I think I've used
Yeah.
it maybe like once or twice, but
Yeah.
I never like it never was like in my household.
Oh, I used to use
No.
it when I was younger.
I used to
So
use
it
it
kind of
too.
was like almost full circle too, because I was like, I used to use that. And
Girl, that's
I
my
just thought it was
shit.
like creative and like included my name, and I just wanted something that like had my name in it too.
Kind of mixed in.
Yeah, and I feel like people call me mane and tail. Like they're like,
Yes.
yeah, you're like, do you know mane and tail? And I'm like, I love that.
Yeah.
I love being like identified as mane
your
and tail.
username.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. Like, what if you were like Pantene Queen,
L'Oreal Queen,
Miss Garnier,
little Miss Dove,
VO5.
Little
The
Miss-
VO5.
Little Miss VO5. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, so
okay, cool.
my boss came up with it, and I just kept it ever since,
Mm-hmm.
and I never thought about changing it again. I love my Instagram handle.
From it. So since we have like a Taylor,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes you'll go, did you see Tails post? Like you don't be like tail, like mane and tail. Yeah. Should be like,
You call me tail?
like Taylor,
Not
but
like a tail.
Not like
No,
tail.
no,
like
no. I
tail.
know. Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting because I have like a few nicknames. Like certain people call me Tay. which is
Tay.
like weird. I don't feel like I'm a Tay.
I don't see a Tay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I
actually-
see a Tay.
you
Yeah.
actually said Tay. Like,
Okay,
through
then maybe
text.
you say Tay's post.
Yeah.
Somebody's
Tay.
post.
I mean,
Tay,
it's
Tail.
so certain people call me
Yeah.
Tay. Some people call me Tail, and then other people just call me Taylor. Or I get
Taylor.
called Perrone.
Perrone.
A lot of like my close friends
Perrone.
call me by my last name.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Like growing up, me and like my siblings and everything, we were all called Perrone. Yeah, we all went to the same like dancing school, and we were all Perrone.
Wait, let's unpack that. You did dancing?
What kind of dancing did you do?
I did like a little bit of everything.
She did
Like,
wow.
like jazz, competition, ballet,
You
tap.
can teach me some moves.
No.
She's a real
That has died on
Yeah,
on the hill.
that was just like, what my parents put me in when I was younger.
Yeah.
Dance, soccer, stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of people called me Perrone.
I feel like that's such like a Staten Island. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I feel like I know a
come
lot
here.
of people that are called by their last name too.
Yeah.
I
Like,
don't
they
know if
just
that's
kinda,
like a
like,
Staten Island thing
remember them from that.
too. Yeah.
That's cool. So you danced?
Yeah.
Let's get into that.
Yeah.
How long did you dance for?
I have a bad memory of my childhood. Like I literally don't remember anything. But
She's
I
like,
was
"It's a
like
trigger.
little.
Let's
yeah,
stop."
yeah, maybe. I was little. I probably stopped dancing when I was in like middle school. I was little. But yeah, I used to do competition, and we would like travel and compete. Well, I think it was more so just because all of my sisters were in it. It was just like we all did it together.
Something that you do.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't really have many memories of it though, so yeah.
I think it's crazy you have a lot of siblings because I come from a really big family
Yeah.
also. So
Yeah.
it's like I didn't even know that. But I
Would
thought it
you
was
like
cool.
do their hair growing up?
My little sister,
Yeah.
yeah. I was always like for her prom. I remember doing her prom hair. I like curled it. I did her makeup, but I was always just good at like curling and like styling hair.
Yeah.
And I just like loved it. I remember being in the salon when I was little and being mesmerized by like people doing blowouts. And I would just like love like sitting there and watching.
Just like wanting to grab
Yeah.
the brush.
I used to like
just
looking at
loved
those
it.
books where you could like pick what kind of haircut
the
you
style.
want.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
I used to love that part of
Yeah.
it.
So have y'all ever done hair like in a time where that's like what people would use? Because I have.
No.
I haven't. I
Yeah.
feel like I didn't start my career until like after COVID, to be honest, because I was an assistant before
Oh,
COVID,
yeah.
and then COVID shut everything down, and then after that's when I really started jumping into hair.
I
When did you graduate beauty school?
Girl, forever ago. I've been doing hair for a minute.
2000 centuries.
2000 and 14 bow wows.
Yeah,
Probably
pretty
like 2015-ish.
Okay.
So I've been doing hair for a minute.
It's not that.
That's
I
a long
graduated
time.
2018.
Okay, so that's a long time.
It is a long time, but like,
Yeah.
We're not
Whenever
that
I
far
worked
apart.
at Master Cuts in the mall and even at Smart Style inside Walmart, crazy, right?
that is great.
The haircuts were like $9. And then people would go to the self checkout, and the back of the receipt would print out a receipt, a coupon for a haircut. So it would come out to $5 for a haircut.
because it wasn't cheap enough.
No. And so then
Dang.
people would like just tip you like whatever the leftover was, and you would like,
Making
so
no
I was paying
money.
like seven.
You're a queen,
I was
yeah.
getting like $7.25 an hour.
Dang.
But like, was
My
that
tips were like
like good at the time?
$10 like a day. Like no, oh no.
Yeah, like I feel like that would have been really discouraging for me.
Yeah, so I kind of went into like a salon type quick chain vibe like that because I wanted to see like what I did want to do and what I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
Like right then and there. So that's where I ruled out like I don't want to do kids. I don't want to do men's cuts.
Yeah.
I don't want to do perms. I don't want to do old ladies.
Yeah.
And I always thought that I was going to be like a makeup artist for some reason.
Okay.
And then I just got like thrown into color when I got there. Like my first day, my first client was a color.
Yeah.
And from that moment on, I think I got
Yeah.
hooked with it.
I remember my first like client was like a green balayage. She came in with a green balayage, and I had to
Wow.
like balayage her and tone out the green, and I did it. And I remember being
Slay
like,
queen.
I remember somebody watching me. I'm like, get out, like
Yeah.
don't
Like,
watch me. Like I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. It's crazy to see like the growth like within.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Oh my gosh.
What about you? What was your
I
first
feel
client?
I went into beauty school, I feel like knowing what I wanted to do already. I was always interested in like the natural. Well, at first it was ombre.
Yeah,
and then
the
it like
ombre had a chokehold on us.
Yeah, and then it transitioned into balayage and whatever.
Thank God.
And my that just was my eye was always drawn to that. I always wanted to do that. But I definitely in beauty school did not know what I was doing and botched people's hair because I don't know if it's like this, like where you guys went to beauty school, but we were allowed to like take clients on the floor in beauty school, and they paid a really low like discounted price,
And they still would complain.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I will
And
never
it's like you're signing a
understand.
paper to know that we don't know what we're doing.
Exactly.
We literally have zero clue.
Yeah.
And I definitely botched some girls' hair.
It's a rite of passage.
But she like came. I was just telling a story the other day. She came back, I remember, and like I did it again. So like I guess it couldn't have been that bad, but like from what I remember,
Well,
it
I
was
feel
bad.
like now a lot of people would know like whether or not their hair's damaged. Back
Yeah.
then, people
They
didn't
didn't
really
care.
know. They didn't really
There's
care.
too much online now that people
Yeah.
know too much.
Yes.
But also, too, have you ever had like a client come in and their hair was already destroyed and you like make it look good
Oh yeah.
and they complain? And I'm like, but
Some
you were walking around with what you had confidently. But now that it's fixed,
Yeah.
it's just like not your vibe.
I
don't get that.
I'm
I'll never
convinced
get
some
it.
people will just never be happy.
Yeah.
You can't satisfy people
You can't.
like that.
I feel like I've learned that throughout the years and kind of
Yeah.
like just like how to navigate that, deal with that.
Yeah.
And then
Because that's also
kinda just it.
discouraging when you're first starting out. You're like, dang, like
Yeah.
these people, they're brutal, you know? So it's hard to like not get discouraged from that.
so your first salon you were at was a commission salon.
Pretty much, yeah. It was not. I never worked in a legit like salon setting. It was before Sola salons were really a thing, and she had owned like her own private suite in some random ass building on Staten Island. So it was really just her and me. It was just us two. And I started assisting and then slowly like kind of went behind the chair. I was really scared to get behind the chair, and she wasn't really like pushing me to do that. And then she was trying to expand her team, so I had brought one of my friends in, and then once I brought one of my friends in and there was like two of us, we alternated like assisting and working behind the chair days.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was commission. I was making 40%. It was bad.
It's hard because
yeah.
it's like I think that's everybody's.
Yeah.
It's you're either like doing commission and not making anything, or you're working hourly and not making anything.
Well, yeah. Okay. So I lied. When I was assisting, I got paid by the day,
Oh.
X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
And it was not enough for the time that I was there. I worked like really, really crazy hours. Some days we would be there from like 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m. And I did a lot. And I wasn't getting commission for the services that I was performing.
Like solo, like when you have to like
Well,
essentially do it by yourself.
Yeah, like she would pass clients off to me,
Yeah.
and I was doing like root melts for her, or even haircuts and blowouts, and like I wasn't making any extra money. It was just unless like those clients tipped me, then I was making money from tips, but I was just getting paid for the day. And then when I would take clients behind the chair, that's when I was making 40%.
Kind of like having assistants and working with that, and then kind of like just learning as you go.
Yeah.
The most like successful way to do that with somebody was to feel like we were partnering up.
Yeah.
Right. And so I would tell them, hey, your hourly pay is this much. Right.
Right.
So if we have a goal every single day. So our goal is to hit 1,000. And as soon as we hit 1,000, instead of you getting paid your hourly, you're going to get just 10% of our total day. Because if we hit 1,000, right, that means that we're like busting ass, taking clients, getting it done. That person's making like $100 a day versus like making only like $80 a day if they're getting paid like whatever their price was.
Right.
You know? So that's kind of like where I started that. And then we would get big days where we're doing like $2,000. So then you're giving that full percentage and then making a $200 day, making $1,000 a week because they're hitting that every day. And it's more like a team, and we're doing a lot of effort. We're busting our ass. So that's kind of like, I don't know, for salon.
I like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't regret working where I did because like I said, I learned a lot. Like it really set me up for where I am. But I do feel like I was not getting paid enough. And didn't matter if she was making more money. I was still making the same amount of money. Even if I worked more hours, worked less hours, like I was always making the same amount. And it was a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot on both ends because they're like at the same time sometimes having to teach.
Yes.
So I've had moments where I've had assistants helping, and it's like more like hurting and slowing me down
Yeah.
than actually like the helping part. So it's kind of hard too, like
Yeah.
on both ends. But I totally get the whole not
Yeah.
getting paid correctly for that.
I feel like I'm a visual learner.
Yeah.
So she wasn't really necessarily teaching me. I was just watching and learning.
Yeah.
Some days she was, but it wasn't like I was really getting like education because also it was only one person. So it's like I can only learn so much from you.
From that one person and how they do things.
Exactly.
And especially too, I feel like we can all have moments when we're learning off of somebody and we're like, I don't really like the way they did that. I would never do that.
Well, luckily I did like the way that she did hair, or else I wouldn't have worked for her, you know? She really set me up for where I am, and I do not regret it at all. So like, not bad mouthing at all.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
But,
absolutely. I feel like we all have to learn somewhere and learn from
Everyone
somebody.
starts somewhere.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I look back at it and I'm like, it really shaped me into the stylist I am. And I'm grateful for it. But like at the time I was like miserable.
Yeah.
I was so mad.
In the beginning, I feel like you kind of have to work that long, that hard in the beginning to really grasp what you're doing, you know? And I feel like that was kind of how it was for me also, like 9 to 9, you know? And I was just like dead every day.
It's a long day.
Just dying.
It is crazy, you know, just to get half or not even half, you know? So definitely can relate to like the long hours for sure.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It is.
And you feel like the more years that go by, the crazier it's gotten.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that people don't do that now. Like some people do.
Yeah.
But girls are going straight from beauty school into their own suites, and I'm like,
How?
Or even like
How?
with social media and being on TikTok, like that guy Nikki.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's
Like
from Staten Island.
yeah, but like he just, you know, that's badass. You know, to see somebody grow like that on social media and then
Absolutely.
grow also in a salon is
Yeah.
really cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it different there in like Staten Island or like in New York? Like
What do you mean?
You can work in salons like while you're still
I
in
don't really
school?
think you're supposed to.
No,
I
'cause
think
we can't do
that
that here.
I think you're supposed technically you're not supposed to work even as like a
Shampoo
assistant. Yeah.
or anything.
Like you're not supposed to work in a salon until you have your temp at least, I think.
So what's a temp?
Like I think it's before you get your like maybe it's when you graduate. Do you
like
get a temp?
printout kind of thing? or
Yeah,
what?
like a temporary ID, like
y'all take
a temporary
tests?
license.
Y'all take a test?
Yes,
Yeah.
A written and a practical.
And is it like at the school or you go off?
No,
Okay.
I
that's what
remember
we
I
do.
had to go into Manhattan for it, and the written is like a separate day
Yeah.
Yes.
than the practical.
Yes.
Kind of ours was like not midway, but like a little bit closer to the end.
Yeah,
And then after
like when
get
you
that-
did it when you were still in school.
in school.
Oh, no. We had to-
Just the writing.
Just
It
the
was
writing
Like
one.
750 hours.
Yeah.
We had to
Yeah.
finish our hours first.
Fact check that.
Yeah.
How many hours did you have to put in?
I don't remember exactly how much. I want to say it was like 1,200.
Okay, yeah.
Ours-
I think
ours
New
was-
I know
York-
it's
No,
different.
Ours is 1,500.
Maybe
then
it
they
was
dropped it.
15.
The written at 750 hours.
That's kind of like halfway, right?
As soon as I hit it, I took it.
yeah.
That's
Did you pass?
crazy.
Yeah.
I found
I made a
my-
71. I barely
I made
passed.
a 76 and I found my printout and it has my little picture at the top. I gotta bring it, but I look busted.
Really?
I
Shorter
look
than the other.
disgusting. I have the ugliest hair. I'm like, ew.
I failed a semester at cosmetology school.
How?
I'm just kidding.
Because- Did y'all have like a chart that y'all would like have to
Yes.
mark off and check off?
Oh,
You-
yes,
like skills you have to do.
I was doing everything, but I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do makeup. Let me do makeup on you
Oh,
all day long.
Dang.
No
And-
78 perms.
Yeah, no. I was like, no.
The beauty school that I went to was literally like a rotating door of educators.
Oh.
And you don't, it's crazy to me that you don't need a cosmetology license. I don't
To
think
teach.
to
Now-
work there.
yeah.
You just, anyone can work there.
Even
and I'm
now,
like,
yeah.
huh? It's so weird. Literally, I was like, I know more than you. Like, it just makes no sense.
Yeah.
But since it was like literally rotating door of educators, I feel like they were just marking off. They didn't care. Like I definitely didn't do what I
Trying
was
like
supposed
just
to
assign
do.
and get it done. I feel like
Yeah,
it's
it didn't
kind
matter.
of like discouraging coming into school for that.
Yeah.
Because you're wanting somebody who has the experience
Yep.
to know the like, oh, okay, well, back in whatever year when this happened to me, this is how I corrected it.
I was always so
Yeah.
mad. I was like miserable. That was a bad time of my life.
I
I've-
just
Cosmo
like
school is sucky.
it
Yeah.
sucked, but I was so zoned in on what I wanted to do, like finishing, that I didn't care about anything else around me. I was
But
just like, I'm just trying to get this done so I can get out of here.
Yeah, but a lot of people find that discouraging, and like I don't know if it's the same here, but 90% of people that I went to school with do not do hair.
Yeah,
No,
I have,
there's maybe, like,
of
two
us.
girls
That's
that I
like
know.
the cosmetology industry,
In general,
though.
yeah. But it's really discouraging because you're in school this whole time. You're not even doing what you would actually be doing after.
Yeah.
And then you graduate and it's like, where do I go? The salons on Staten Island, at least, are not like that great. I personally like didn't want to work at any of them. And it's just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I was very fortunate that I found someone that like I admired because I don't know if I would be in this position. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
sure.
It made you stronger for sure.
yeah.
I feel like whenever I got out of school, the school actually helped me get a job.
That's great.
So they reached out to, or they sent my resume over there because we all made resumes in school
That's
and
cool.
stuff. Yeah. So I feel like I learned a lot within myself on what I'm capable of. I feel like
Period.
I didn't learn a lot of like skill
Technique.
and technique. It was a lot of me trial and error, YouTube, following people. That was like when I started following people on Instagram and stuff too, you know, to really get a grasp on like what it is out there because I had no idea. But at the same time, I feel like growing up and being in salons and watching like me get my hair done or my mom get my hair done or my brothers, it kind of gave me an idea of like the industry, but obviously I had no idea.
Yeah.
I think what shaped a lot of my work is whenever it was super popular for the photos that had like the formula breakdowns on it. And then they would make like a swatch chart and then they would show you like their client's hair and then what they use.
Yeah.
Because from there, that's how I was like, oh, that makes sense now. I didn't learn that at school.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
watching
it took me a long time to learn color.
Color
Like to get
theory.
the color theory and
Yeah.
the color wheel and what to do, what not to do, overtoning. Yeah. That was a lot.
I feel like the color wheel in general is so like easy.
Yes. You
But
learn it when you're young. Like
Yes, like it's like something that you've always like known, but whenever you're like actually doing the hair, it kind of like stumps you and you're like, why is this equation so hard?
Yeah.
I literally have every single color that I need
Yes.
to cancel this out or to enhance it. What am I doing?
the math's
What
not
am I
mathing.
missing? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's like the craziest like hair horror story that you have?
I really feel like I don't have crazy stories.
You're boring.
What about
Boring.
crazy clients story?
I don't attract crazy.
Well, that's good. I'm happy
I've
for
Thankful
you.
for you.
I've had, and I think it's different that I don't work in a salon. When you're in a salon, it's different. It really is.
Yeah.
I can kind of get a feel if people are crazy beforehand. And
Like
I
in
have
the messages, maybe?
yes,
DMs?
or like I
That's
can look
wild.
them up on Instagram. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, through message, like I feel like I can kind of tell if you're going to be like annoying and crazy. But I feel like the only type of like crazy is people like not showing up to their appointment. I charge them a cancellation fee and then they like dispute the charge. And I'm like, I had this one lady one time, say her appointment was at like 4:30. It's now like 4:45. She's not here.
Yeah.
So I'm texting her and I'm like, hello, where are you?
Are you alive?
Yeah. And
Wellness check.
so she calls me like 5 minutes after. Now you're 20 minutes late. And she's like, I'm here. She's like, I'm here. I can't find you. And I'm like, what do you mean you're here? No, you're not. I don't see you physically. You're not
lying.
here. And she's like, I can't find you. And I'm like, I'm in the Sola Salon's parking lot, like wherever I was. I'm like, she's telling me she sees Verizon. I'm like, I don't know where Verizon is. Like, you're not here. So now another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And I'm like, listen, I need to cancel your appointment. Like, I have someone after you. Like, you're 30 minutes late for
We're
your appointment at this
wasting
point.
time.
Yeah, like, I'm going to have to charge you. That is my policy. Like, I'm sorry, but you're not physically here.
Yeah.
She's like cursing me out on the phone. And I'm like, we're not doing this. So I hang up on her and I end up charging her the fee and she tried disputing it. And luckily at the time, I use Gloss Genius for my booking. And I know like the first few times someone tries to like dispute a charge, they will back you up. And whether or not the card, like whatever her card was, like agrees with her and like sides with her and reimburses her for her money, Gloss Genius will like kind of take it out of their bank and like give you your money back.
That's
like,
cool.
yeah. But I was just like, you messed up. Like, you're not physically in my presence. I don't know
can't
what
do
you want
your
from
hair
me.
if you're not here.
Yeah.
It's still a no.
And then she was
show.
mad when I like said that I couldn't. I'm like, you're 40 minutes late.
It's I think my biggest thing about people showing up late, it's not like, oh, I'm mad because you don't value my time. It's a time constraint. Because now that you're 15 minutes late, I still have to sit and talk to you for 15 minutes prior about your consultation. Then I have to go mix the color. By the time we're getting started, Now we're 35 minutes behind.
Yep.
We're not just 15 minutes late. We're 35 minutes behind. So when my next client is going to show up and I can't curl your hair because the last 35 minutes, we can't do that. We don't have time no more.
Yeah.
You know?
See, I have a problem with that though.
So do I.
Because like I need to see what your hair looks like.
And
I need
to see the curls for me.
Yeah.
That's a me thing.
Yes.
Yes.
So I will still do it,
Yeah.
and now my whole day is behind.
Yeah. Now it's behind.
You're like,
Now
oh,
calling
you can leave me
clients.
wet. I will
like,
never
hell
let you
no.
walk out of the salon wet. You better sit your
Yeah,
ass
I know
down.
someone that would do that, and that is just not me.
No.
I don't
Never
like doing
was.
that. I don't think I've ever maybe like, oh, it's like a haircut and they're like, I don't care.
That,
You know?
no. If we're doing color,
I wanna
I'm
see
blowing
it.
your hair
Absolutely.
out. I'm
Yeah.
styling it.
They're like,
That's
no. I'm
crazy.
like, no.
You're all
Close your mouth.
Yeah, it's not even for
Shh.
the picture. I
Yeah.
need to see it and
And
like
to make sure that all the boxes check off and that your root shadow took and yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And then even so, if you don't like it,
What are we gonna do?
now I need to fix it.
Yeah.
So now we're even more behind.
So whenever that happens, do you like fix it right then and there? Do you like have them come back? Like what's like your go-to?
So it depends. I feel like if I'm in the middle, I usually blow like a piece out. If I'm not confident in the color, like it wasn't what we talked about, I'll show them in the mirror and I'm like, how are you feeling? Like, this is pretty, but it's not what we talked about. Like, do you want me to tone you again? Because I will. Like, I want you to leave happy. So if that's the case, then yes. But I feel like most of the time I'm like confident in what it is that they can leave, and then at their next appointment we can discuss like, is there something you want to tweak? Like, did you
From last
really
time.
Yeah, did you really love it last time, or do you want to go a little bit darker? Yeah. So
I've had times also to like kind of in discussing color with clients, they'll show me like what their overall goal is, right? And so they're like, but I'm fine with starting here.
yeah.
And then once ever I get to like pull out the color, or I can't even think. I'm
Pull the foils?
When I go to pull foils, I'm like, oh my gosh, you lifted really nicely. You're way lighter than your inspo photo, which
Yeah.
I'm gonna tone you down to what you want. But by chance, like, do you want to stay on the lighter side? And they're like, oh my god, yeah,
Yeah.
keep me lighter. You know, so I have like more like moments like that.
Yeah.
Versus like afterwards it being like not. But I think what I've learned in all the years is it's more like of a communication thing.
Yeah.
So I had a client like recent. They came from another salon. Okay, the work was beautiful that was on her head, but I get what she meant whenever she was like not vibing it. And she showed me the photos, and what she already had on her hair is literally the photos of like what she wanted. So in my head, I was like, okay, this was like a communication error between you and the stylist.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the stylist's fault, and it wasn't the client's fault. It was both of their
Yeah.
like
Doing, yeah.
you know. But then whenever I got back to the bowl that I had already discussed for like 15 minutes, like, hey, for your color, all we can do is this because of where it's at.
Right.
That's gonna be our best approach. But later on, we can go back in to like highlight it and to get it to like the color you're really wanting. I can give you that shade, but your placement's gonna look a little different. We get to the bowl, and I'm about to like rinse her, and she goes, "So are you gonna do the highlights after this?" I'm like, "No,
That's happened to me before.
we didn't talk about highlights today, girly. What?"
That's happened to me before.
So in that moment, I was like, "No, we discussed that we weren't doing highlights this time, but
Yeah.
you're more than welcome to come back in 6 to 8 weeks whenever your toner
Right.
fades." That whole
Yeah.
spiel, you know.
yeah, I remember one time I took her to the shampoo bowl, and she goes, "So it's gonna be lighter, right?" And I was like, "We were just doing a toner. What do you mean?"
I hate when people do that.
I had already wet her hair, right? And so I'm like, you know what? I have time today. I could do this. So I
Yeah.
go back to the chair and I
Blow dry
blow
it.
dry her
Oh,
and I
gosh.
foil her up. And it was just me though. I learned how to communicate better, you
Yeah.
know? So it's just like,
I think
learning
it's
as you
really
go.
important to educate your clients.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't want to, I don't know if it's they don't want to, but I feel they don't want to take the time out to educate them. I'm educating my client throughout the whole process.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so this is what we're doing now. And I love when clients ask me questions as I'm like doing their service, and they apologize. They're like, I'm sorry if I'm asking so many questions. I'm like, no, please ask me
Yes.
questions, because I don't expect you to know what we're doing. Like,
Yeah.
I've heard people speak very negatively to their clients as if they're like dumb and they should know like what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that bothers me. I'm like, you wouldn't walk into like your lash appointment and like, I have no idea what they're doing.
Or like
Like,
the
just close
tire
my eyes.
shop.
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about
Yeah.
that.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
I really, really like that though.
yeah. So I think educating your clients is super important.
A lot of our clients have never been educated. That's what I've learned
Yeah.
too.
Which is
And-
really sad
yeah.
when they come in and they've been getting their hair done for years and they don't know what you're talking about. It's like, why don't you know what I'm talking about? You've
Right.
been highlighting your hair for 10 years.
Yeah.
Letting them know, like, yeah, in 6 to 8. And I feel like I say the same thing all the
Yeah,
time.
it's repetitive, but
6
it's
to 8
important.
weeks,
You
you're
feel
gonna
like
come
you
back for
sound
toner.
like a broken
Yeah.
record, but it might be the first time that they're hearing it.
And whenever I take them to the chair, I tell them, I'm like, okay, so you don't have toner on your hair. It's going to look like cheese. Don't freak out. And they're like, okay. And then when we get to the chair, I tell them, I'm like, if your hair ever looks this color again, that's when it's time for the toner. So like, oh, what does toner do? Then you explain. I'm
Exactly.
like, okay, I lifted your hair for the blonde. Now we're putting on the shade of blonde that you want.
Right.
And they're like, oh, I get it now. Nobody ever said that to me.
Yeah. You
What
gotta
do
dumb it
mean I
down a
come
little.
back?
It's all
Yeah.
clicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yes.
And then too, like sometimes we forget that like we're the professional and that it is okay to kind of like really get in there and like almost like diagnose their hair.
Yes.
And say your hair is totally fucked. I cannot fuck your hair up further than this.
Right. If you keep going this route, you're gonna have no hair, ma'am.
Yeah.
If you want the BBL, we can do it.
We can do it. Just know.
You might die if
Yeah.
we give you the BBL.
Disclaimer: you might die.
We could start.
You will die.
You'll die. Yeah. So I feel like we always talk about BBLs.
Somebody's like, I got a BBL.
Do you want a BBL?
I've told guys that I got a BBL. He's like, no, you don't. And I'm like,
It don't look
do
like
I? That's the thing.
Bitch, where?
Yeah, exactly.
You're all
Exactly.
teleponic.
That's what I was going for. You can't even tell.
Girl, I told my doctor I wanted it natural.
A natural BBL.
I don't want to be walking around like a wisdom tooth.
Exactly. Yeah. Little bubble.
Little bubble butt.
Little-
Ew, I hit my ear.
You're all boom.
I know. Knocks out. You know,
That's funny.
that's crazy. So you don't have no crazy client stories, okay?
No,
What about
I feel
you?
like I don't.
Smell weed.
Everybody's looking around. Like, where'd that come
Pass
from?
it around. Just kidding.
She's all pass it.
Yeah.
I was gonna pick up the ashtray.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
At least saw me lean down. I was like, never mind. I'm good.
Don't do it.
Lauren, I felt like you were gonna say something about crazy client story. Were you?
I've had my fair share of crazy hair. Like,
Yeah,
not so
okay.
much crazy client,
Okay.
but I've seen some fried hair. Like, fried, laid to
Did
the
you see
side.
fried hair at the club?
Oh, my gosh. I was at the club this
Not
weekend.
in the club.
Okay, listen. So I was in the club this weekend, and I was in line for the restroom, waiting, as I do.
Doing as girls do.
As being a girl.
You should go to number 2 at the brick.
Exactly. I had to let them know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
She said, I'm back. She's like, I got my extension.
Yeah, as I'm falling over, literally. But this girl was standing in line in front of me, right? And I'm already a few drinks in, so I'm like, just kind of vibing. And I look up, and all I see is like her split ends, just like,
Standing up.
and the light, like overhead light is just the harshest light ever. So it's just like, brr,
No.
brr. And I was like, and she had it in a little claw clip, and I wanted to be like,
You need some K18.
like,
You're all looking in your purse. You're
and
like,
it-
what do I have?
I know, I'm like some hair oil, a
Like
little
this.
cheat oil, like
Vape,
yeah.
condom.
Literally, I'm like, no
She's
hair
all tampon.
oil. You literally. And I just felt so bad because you could tell it was freshly done. It just
Yeah.
looked-
Those things in my purse.
You have
Hair oil
what?
and scissors.
Kid,
She's
girl.
ready.
I would have gave her a
Girl's
haircut right there. In
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You're like, hey, bitch, come here.
yeah, I wanted to be like, where do you go? Because,
Drink.
You're
but it
all,
also was giving like I do my own hair, so it's hard because it's like you don't know if they're doing their own hair or if they're getting it done. But it's like whatever you're doing, please stop. Like you're so gorgeous. I can't stand when I see gorgeous girls, gorgeous
gorgeous,
girls,
gorgeous,
gorgeous girls,
gorgeous,
with just like crispy hair.
with like
Yeah.
not bad bitch hair.
Yeah, it's not giving bad
Yeah.
bitch, and it needs to be giving bad bitch.
I feel like I would go through like the Whataburger drive-through and I'll look at like the person's hair and I'll turn to Frank, my brother, and I'm like, do you see their hair? And he's like, yeah. And I go, it's the perfect level. They just need toner, but they're going to fuck up their hair and fry it off at home because they think it needs to be bleached one more time.
Yes, yes.
He's like, how do you know that? I'm like, I just know.
Yeah.
I
Just the
know.
way it's like on their hair
Yeah.
and applied, it's like, you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the worst kind of like damage on hair is like whenever it's like wet but dry and like cotton candy-ish kind
Yeah.
of vibe. That's not fun.
Yeah. I'm a big people watcher. And I'll catch myself staring when I'm out, but I'm not like looking at the person. I'm looking at their hair.
Yeah, I'm looking at the
A
extension.
lot of the times.
Yeah.
And I'm like, where's my business card when I need it?
we'd be at church, and my mom would be like, "Quit it." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "What?" And she's like, "Quit looking at people." And I'm like,
Yes.
"I'm looking at their hair."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I can look at somebody's hair. I'm like, that's extensions.
Mm-hmm.
She just got color done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her new growth is already time. Like
Yep.
I'm like, she needs a 6NV. She needs a 9V.
I,
Stop using purple shampoo, please.
Oh my
like, oh, that's the
gosh.
worst.
That feels like the superior moment whenever a client sits in your chair and you could tell them exactly what they did to their hair at home. And you're like, so you colored it like 4 weeks ago. And what did you use? You used like, what was this, like box dye?
Mhm.
They're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. So you see how like the ends of your hair are one color and then your other part is a different? And they're like, how do you know all this? I'm like, because your hair doesn't lie. It's on your hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
We see it.
Yeah.
It's-
And
yeah.
if I don't see it now, I'm going to see it when I go to lighten it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the worst. Whenever you like go to lighten something and then the hair was like total catfishing, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god.
I'm like, so you lied.
Yeah. They lie.
Yeah.
It's
It's
okay.
crazy.
We get it. I
I'm
get
all,
it.
I'll just tone it.
Yeah, just tone it and
Happens.
Yeah.
Don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
That's the worst. Whenever you like take somebody's hair and you like really, really fix it, and then it's like they go back in and they cover it, and you're like, dude, I just did all that work.
I've done that one too many times.
Yeah.
That pisses me off.
Mhm.
That gets under my skin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I literally saved your head.
Yes.
And you went back and box sided again.
And then they come back and I'm like, why'd you do that?
yeah.
Or they go to someone else and I'm like, why'd you do that? You didn't have to do that.
Hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like a knife in my chest.
Yeah.
when people
They're
do
like on someone else's Instagram
Yeah.
page like this.
When clients-
smiling.
Yeah.
I tell them too. I'm like, I saw you.
Yeah,
You're
like
smiling.
I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
I'm not oblivious.
Do what you need to do, but I'm here when you're ready. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of draw the line.
Or sometimes too, like I had a client that she still comes to me, right? I do regularly. For longest time, we'd only do haircuts, and she was like, "Oh, I'm so nervous about my color. I'm so nervous about my color." And then she went to someone else for the color, and they messed it up. And I'm like, "You could have just came here because we talk about your color every time. Girl, I
Right.
already had it down what we were gonna do."
Right.
And then
I
it's
already
like
had
harder
the
to
toner
fix
in
it.
here.
Yeah. Yeah. And now you're paying more because you didn't like what you got.
Yeah.
Then you have to come and pay to get it fixed.
Yes.
It's more
The color
expensive.
correction or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. Yeah, that's always.
Craziness. My guilty pleasure are like Brad Mondo videos. I love it. Do you like
I
watching his stuff?
funny.
he's a little controversial, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think we all are.
He's
Yeah.
not really a hairstylist, right?
That's what I
Fact
heard.
check it.
That's
She's
what
all,
I
let me look.
heard.
He's not really a hairstylist. So I think
what
that's
it
why
says.
people get mad because
He's in New York.
He's not a hairstylist?
No,
That's what
I don't think he's
people
licensed.
say.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Up.
Did you see when he messed up Snitchery's hair? Do you follow her?
Who?
She's a YouTuber.
I remember you telling me about that
Snitchery.
though.
No, I don't know.
Burn.
She's like a
it.
big YouTuber,
Big
right?
time. And she has textured hair and it's super curly and she would always color it herself. She would have like videos of her going in the middle of the night to like Walgreens and CVS to buy hair color and then like color her hair at home. And she had like a shortish hair, not like a bob. And he destroyed it. It looked like snow. It was like melting off. And then they had like buzz all her hair off.
Do you guys have a Sally's here? Like, you know
They
what
just
Sally's
said
yeah.
he's not a salon
Yeah.
stylist. I don't know what that means.
It says what?
He's just not a salon stylist. He's just an online personality.
Yeah, he's not a stylist.
But he has like a whole color line.
I don't know. He
That's
does.
crazy.
Yeah.
He has a color
That's
line
weird.
and like a product line.
Oh,
also.
true.
Yeah. He has, like, a
But
whole
that
thing.
guy
Pop off
John
queen.
just hates him. He'll
Who's
always-
John? With the
one
ponytail?
the one with the long hair? John Scott.
Who's that?
I don't know.
I've never heard of him.
He
Oh.
hates
I still don't know who that is.
I think I've seen him
I
maybe
see him
once
on
or
TikTok.
twice. Yeah.
He is a professional in a freaking thing, professional hairstylist, but he always goes after freaking
Him.
Brad Mondo.
How crazy.
Interesting.
His videos are my guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
though.
I
Stylists
see
are
watch it
not.
all
He's
the time.
entertaining.
Yeah.
And also, too, I feel like it's important to know what these clients are doing at home that they won't tell you because then you get to see, like, what they're thinking. And everybody's thinking, like, oh, I'll just get on Amazon. I'll buy Schwarzkopf from Amazon.
Yeah.
I'll not know how to use it. And I'll just buy Olaplex from Amazon and hopefully it's real.
Yeah.
Like, what? Temu? What?
AliExpress?
Alibaba?
What's that?
That's crazy.
Is that a website?
It's the same thing.
Criminal.
Crime.
Jail.
Jail time.
Don't do it.
Immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like a lot of
watching
people don't know that though too. That there's products that are like dupes.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Schwarzkopf, Dupe,
Dupe. Yeah.
Yeah.
K18.
Dupe.
Yeah.
The dupe. Whoop swoop.
Dang. Have you ever like bought a product? This is like my biggest fear. To like buy a Shades EQ from the store that somebody returned and then it's like fucked with. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Like you
I
go
don't
and you
think
put like a 9V and it's 1B.
All of us.
Everybody like shat themselves right now.
No.
Did you ever watch whenever they would tone people with 1V and clear?
I've seen that.
That's crazy.
They like
You didn't-
apply it and like they
Yeah.
rinse it really fast and then they like reapply it and then like emulsify it to get like that icy blue.
Ice. That
Yeah.
was like a thing.
Yeah.
People
Well,
use
that's
Redken
like
1B.
that's like if people were doing like platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
To
Yeah.
get them, like,
I don't
platinum
have
white.
much
Like
experience.
a
with
bleach in
platinum,
town. Can I get a bleach in town?
A
Bleach in
bleach in
town.
Have you ever done that?
A bleach in town?
No.
Oh yeah. Do you do like full bleach
And a
outs?
bleach in town? No.
You never did Vivids or anything?
Yeah.
I used to do Vivids before I moved into my current studio that I'm in, but they're messy and
yeah.
it takes extra time. Like you have to do a whole balayage and then apply the Vivid color.
It's like
So
yeah.
I just didn't like the mess, and I also just didn't want to attract that type of clientele. I was like, lived in color is my thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Stay in it. I had like issue with Vivids for a long time because all the other girls did Vivids in the salon, and then whenever I would get to the shampoo bowl, they would have like blue color in the neck, and I'm like, can you not clean a bowl?
Yeah.
And our bowls at the time were black, so you can't see it,
Right.
and then your client lays back.
Yeah.
The other day,
The other day.
I had a toner bottle that was like the cap was dirty. It had red in it. It had red hair color. And I went to put it on my level 10 client and it just went, pff. I have video of it. It was like, my heart sank. I was like, oh my God. But then I just like rinsed it off.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's a little red.
Shat
a
myself first.
little filler.
Yeah. I was like, oh, it's in the back of your
It's
head.
fine.
You
Yeah.
can't see it.
Yeah,
Right.
you're good.
It's in the back of your head. You don't know what's
So if
going
you're
on back
watching
there.
this,
Yeah.
Back of head is my business, not yours.
No, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Literally. So, what do you have like planned? Like, what things are you working on? What's coming up?
I really don't have anything planned. This is the first time in a long time where I don't really have anything to really look forward to.
That's sad.
No, but like I'm okay with it because
Like on your work schedule.
yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like for a long time I was just go, 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 go. I had so much going on.
Yeah.
And I feel like when the summer comes around, things will pick up with that. But I'm thinking about doing premiere with you guys, which will be so
Yeah,
fun.
we're gonna be Florida girlies.
Yeah,
That'll be
but-
super fun.
Right now, I just feel like I'm focusing on my craft. I'm just like trying to have fun with it because if you get too caught up in like the thick of it all, I feel like that can go away. So I'm just like trying to stay creative, and I really would like to take a few classes. But yeah, I don't really have anything happening. I would maybe like to start educating this year, come next year, like something like that. But I don't have anything like planned. I kind of just want to see where
It
things
takes you.
take me.
Yeah.
I feel like that's so fun.
Yeah.
And if you like fill your schedule with a bunch of little things,
Yeah.
then you can't do the big things.
Exactly.
So
I'm open to
Yeah,
opportunities,
take 'em.
and I'm a yes girl. I'm like, I just feel like it's fun, and yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't
Just
really
roll
have anything
with
It's
it.
planned.
definitely good
Yeah.
to just kind of jump on every opportunity that
Yeah.
presents itself for sure.
yeah. We planned this like how long ago? Like maybe 2 weeks ago.
Literally 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You were like, come to Texas. I was like, okay.
She's like,
When?
okay, booking my flight. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I get you a hotel.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It is
And you're
fun.
always welcome here. We'll always take care of you, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Corpus Christi.
The girls.
Crispy hospitality. It just
The
naturally rolls out of my
Southern
tongue.
hospitality.
The Southern.
Southern.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
also like that it's like a quick trip,
Yeah.
you know, because I'm able to like fit it into my schedule and make it work. It's not like I needed to come here for a week
Yeah.
and like, you know,
Cancel clients
Exactly.
or like just like yeah.
Yeah, it just worked. It was meant to be.
Yeah. And if you ever want to come back, we're here.
Oh, I'll be here again.
I think Florida will be super fun. We're
Yeah.
gonna go for Premiere Orlando. My first time going was last year. So big.
Yeah.
Compared to all the other hair shows I've been to, it's massive. Huge.
I hear it's a
excited.
good time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people will probably be there too.
And I feel like all the bigger brands are there. Like it's not just like smaller brands and like indie brands. It's like a lot of the bigger.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get good discounts. And you get to go see your friends. And
Yeah.
have
All the
fun.
goodies.
Yeah, for sure. So your style like on Instagram is super like, how would you describe it? Because I see it as like soft and airy and like
Soft and
Like, real
airy,
soft.
very effortless, very intentional. You could tell like you take your time
Yeah.
with what you're doing.
Yeah.
You could definitely it shows through your photos and everything. You could tell you spend some time taking photos also.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I feel like it's funny because we call it effortless hair color, right? And
a lot
there's
of effort.
so much that goes into it. It's not effortless to
Yeah.
make it seem effortless.
Yes.
Same thing with like the Instagram posts and everything. I think having your own style, like the way that I style hair, that keeps things cohesive. And also, I just think like the neutral tones. That's why if a client comes in with like a neon green shirt on or something, I throw one of my the main moment capes on them.
Do you have like a discount code for that?
I did. It was Taylor 15. I'm not sure if it's still active. It might be.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
I know, me too. I want some of those.
Yeah.
They're really pretty.
They're so like effortless.
And neutral.
Yeah, and they look good in the photos. So if someone's wearing something that has like a lot of graphics going on, I'll make sure I'll keep that on. And I just feel like it kind of also adds to the service because you put it on your client and it feels luxurious. You know, like it's just a nicer quality cape.
So whenever you're using those capes, do you tone with them on or no?
I do. I definitely have.
stain?
I definitely have ruined them. Yeah, lightener comes off of them, but like
I was
color
wondering
doesn't.
that.
It's kind of annoying because I.
That's a little unfortunate. They're $75.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
I just fact
I was on their
checked it.
Run
PR
it
list
up.
for a bit, but I don't think they've come out with any new
Colors.
Does
No,
my-
she's
does
like,
my
Let me see.
Over?
Let me try it. What is it?
Taylor 15. I think that's.
she's
it.
like,
I
we're going
would
to try
try
it
it.
now.
Yeah. See if it works.
Come on, fact check it.
Sure does. Takes $11 off. $63.75.
We love a good sale.
Cash
Okay.
at me.
So
Yeah.
plug it.
I don't make commission off that, but if you're looking to get one,
What?
some money off.
Period.
Yeah.
That's cool though.
That's
yeah.
cool.
But yeah, when they usually come out with like new colors, they'll like send me some of their stuff, but it's very unfortunate that the color stains because that's kind of annoying. But if I get color on it, I'll edit it out of like the picture.
Kinda, like, blur it out.
It's fine.
It's not that big of a deal.
no,
I like
but
keep burping. We're like,
I'm
Yeah.
we're up to the side. We're like,
I
what was
also
I just popped it out.
I feel like I've also become more intentional with like the way I apply color.
yeah.
Being in my own studio really started to challenge me because I was ruining all my clothes. I was ruining like everything, and I was like, I need to stop doing this. Like, it's okay if color gets on me, but like I need to like I was a mess. Literally, I was like wiping my hands on my shirt, and I'm like, what am I doing?
Like, anything goes.
Yeah. So I started to become like more intentional with it, and now when I apply toners, I don't know if you saw today, but I'll apply the root toner at the chair,
Yeah.
and then the all over like
At the
end
bowl.
gloss is at the bowl,
That's
so it's
how I
less
do it
messy.
too.
Yeah.
Yep. And I feel like visually you could see what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is where it's going to lay.
Yes.
This is how it looks after I lighten.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that spot and you get that. You know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
oh, sorry.
No, I was just say it's better that way, just so you don't make any errors, like when you're at the bowl.
Yeah.
So you settle it right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as like, so you work with that brand. What like other brands have you like worked with? What are you like currently doing?
Right now, I am working with Salon Centric. I am a part of their It Takes a Pro team. So every month I make videos for them. And it's my own creative style. There's not really any do's and don'ts really. But it's fun with working with them because I'm able to work with so many other brands by working with them because they have so many brands in their store.
Yes.
So every month, like I'll get a breakdown of like the products that are like going to be used that month, like whatever that they want people to choose from, and then I'll choose what products I want, and then I'll make videos, and it's fun. I get to try new things, and then it also can then lead to potential partnerships with those brands that I'm working with, which is really cool because I've had other brands reach out to me like after making a video with Salon Centric, and they're like, hey, we like this, can we post this to our page? And I'm like, yeah, please. Yeah.
What's like your dream brand that you would want to work with?
That's like a loaded question. I feel like sometimes the brands that you think you want to work with, like maybe aren't all that. But I would love to. I work with Redken through Salon Centric, but I would love to like actually work one-on-one with
Directly.
Redken. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Because that's like what I use.
Yeah.
You know. I think L'Oreal Professional would be really cool too. I don't know. I'm open to things though. I don't
Yeah.
have, there was never like, I need to work with this brand, you know? I was never like that. And I'm also, that's why I'm so open to like trying new lighteners and stuff. Like even today, the Oligo like hairspray, I'm like,
This
I
is
need it
good.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
And I feel like not every single like product from a brand is like, oh my God, it's amazing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? There's definitely like hits and misses within every line. But for sure, whenever you keep yourself open,
Yes.
especially like in kind of like this is like the beginning for me of doing stuff, instead of just like locking it in with one person.
Yes.
No, with then locking it in
You're
with like
locked
one,
in, huh?
instead of locking it in with one brand, then you're able to say like, ooh, I like this. This is like where I want to lean to.
Yes.
This is like
I always
where I
say,
want my art to go.
yes, I always say that I love that I'm not married to one brand.
Yeah.
Because I like this person's texture spray, but I
Yeah.
like this person's, you know, shine spray. And I think that's the fun part about being in my own suite and being able to like purchase whatever I want because I'm able to try different things and yeah. I like that I'm not tied to like one
To
thing.
one
And your
Yeah.
specific-
So
creativity
that's why when you
is like
yeah.
endless too.
That's why when you say like what's your dream partnership, I wouldn't want to partner with someone that's going to like limit me.
to lock you in
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I get you.
I like that. I would say my top is probably Redken though. Also,
Yeah.
I think she'd asked me that one time.
I feel like Redken's just that girl.
Yeah, it's like
They have a lot of really good stuff. It's not just like one thing.
yes, like their products versus also like their hair like color versus like styling products.
And I,
just feel like it's
their systems all
overall
go with each other and stuff.
overall just a
Married.
great brand.
Married.
They marry.
They marry.
We're married.
Renting. She's crazy. She's going to Lulu.
I kind of need to go potty again. That's
I
why.
have to go too, but I've never gone during, so I'm just gonna like hold it and write it out.
Okay, I'm gonna go again.
Okay, Ilyse, jump in.
Yeah.
Jump in over here.
okay.
She's like, really?
Me? She's Miss Pickle.
She's drunk.
She's she broke the seal. Welcome.
Hey girl. Hey girl. Hey.
Her earrings too. Just like Lori, damn, how many freaking lip glosses does she have?
I know
Always.
she brings them all. I've been like writing like just
I'll go
with
and
this
try
one.
this one.
You start putting it on.
I've had this for so long and it's been lasting me forever. It's my favorite.
Not gonna lie, I
don't even
thought
know
that
what
was
it
a
is.
vape when you were holding it the whole time. I was like, oh, she brought her vape. Cute.
Me and my Carmex. I don't have all these Laneige.
Laneige. I finally bought the Haley Road Road Beauty one.
Haley
Oh,
Bieber.
really?
The Haley Road.
Haley Road.
That was her name, right?
I don't know.
No.
No.
What was
Is that her
name
middle
before?
name?
Baldwin. Yeah, her middle name's
Who the
Road.
fuck is Haley Road?
That's her
You're just
middle
adding
name.
it in
Well,
now.
anyways, I bought the Haley Road peptide
Wow.
treatment, but I haven't gotten it in, so
I've
I'm
heard
like waiting.
mixed things.
I saw somebody's like lips peeling off. I was like, what the fuck is that about?
But you just said that about the Summer Fridays too.
Well, yeah, I feel like with this one, like it kind of like rolls up like a ball. You know,
Dead skin cells
I know, but I'm like, how much how much dead skin cells do I have?
on your lips.
Yeah,
Ew.
all crusty.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
I want
yeah.
to try the House Labs still. It's my
They're-
bucket list.
They have like a lip.
They have like a lip gloss trio. It's cute. Lip oil. I don't know what it is, but it looks really cute and I really want it.
Yeah,
I have so many like lip glosses and stuff in my purse. That's just all I carry.
You don't need
now.
more.
I feel like now everybody just has like so many lip glosses. It's just like the rage right now.
It's trendy.
That's what all the kids are doing.
Yeah.
We're not doing drugs anymore. We're doing lip glosses.
I know. And all I wear is
Whatever.
Carmex out of all of them.
Well, if it works, it works.
Yeah.
I use like the big old thing of Aquaphor, and I'm just
Yes.
like,
Aquaphor
just
is
put
great.
it on.
You're number one.
She's that girl.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for Taylor?
Run it up.
Run it.
No, I was just listening in on everything. It was just so sweet just to hear like how genuine you are, like
Aw. Thanks.
how answering things. It's
Yeah.
just like another answer that you would get from Lauren or anybody. You
Yeah.
know, we all have the same goals and the same missions in life. So I just was listening. I like to listen.
For sure. I feel like Ilyse is doing a good job of like starting on her Instagram page to
Yes,
post
killing
more.
it. I love the video you
Thanks.
post yesterday of like your outfits.
Oh yeah.
I'm all for that.
cute.
It was cute.
Me on my couch, like editing it.
I loved
I'm, like,
it.
Yelling at my kids. I was like, "Get down!" No, I'm posting it.
Look at Lauren in the back.
What?
She traded.
I don't know. That thing was like sparking fires. So
I
took it off. I took it off.
It sounded like it was like popping on this
Sorry.
side.
You did
It's crazy.
She just falls over.
Oh my god! Whenever I take the headphones off, like shouting.
Yes. And I'm just like this.
Screaming. Yeah.
Like, is she okay? I was like, it was just igniting over there. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
You gotta talk in the mic.
Hello.
There you go.
I
It
can't hear
moves
myself.
too.
Oh yeah, I can hear the mic.
You can
You
hear it,
can.
right? It's like moving too. It will like move this way because Casper wants to talk too or something.
It's like echoing at the same time.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Do you get anybody in your suites that try and come and sell stuff?
Yeah, sometimes.
Do you?
Sometimes. But they're not supposed to do that. I mean, I'm
Nowhere.
sure they're not supposed to do that.
They're not supposed to do that anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's creepy. It's
It's-
like
'Cause
too
you
much.
never know what they want.
They're like
They
yeah.
come in a mission.
Yeah.
Don't even know what they say.
Yeah.
You just say no.
But I'm also
I've
like,
learned to say
do
no.
I look like I want to buy something? I'm busy. Do I not look
just-
busy to you?
Let me just pull out my tap to pay
Or
on my
I hate
forehead
when-
and just
hold on.
like call it a day.
When
Yeah.
they come in for well, they used to be real big before COVID. The what are they called?
The
reps.
Oh,
The-
yeah. Yeah.
The reps when they come in and I'm like busting it
I
down.
haven't seen them in
They
a
don't,
minute.
yeah, they
Yeah,
don't
no.
come around
They don't
by
do that
us
anymore.
much either.
We got towels from them and that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or yeah, they would always come and stop by.
That was
And I'm
it.
like, no, we're good. Bye. Or they
Yeah.
would deliver to us, but now they don't. So.
What's the weirdest thing that they had tried to come and sell?
The only thing that they really come in, like, I've seen these random kids come in with like candy and they're like trying to sell
Chiclets.
candy. And I don't know if it's like for school or
the
I
world's
don't know.
finest chocolate. Those
My
shits go
kid.
hard.
What are they selling?
Yeah.
I think the box is just there.
The
Like
caramel
run it up.
ones.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even sell them. I just eat them.
For
Yeah.
real.
Put my kid's
Yeah.
picture on it. Just
Your
help out a child in
donation.
need.
They put a picture of the child with the dog. And I'm like, we don't want to have to put them both down.
Oh my god. I
Mm-mm.
can't.
They came in the other day. It was crazy. Where you
This was the
laughing?
first.
That's what she said about the dog.
Oh,
I was like, no.
no, I said about the kid and the dog.
And then we said, just the whole interaction was just insane.
Yeah.
Not even knowing what the hell they were saying.
Yeah. So what happened? Because I was in the back editing the podcast. So what happens, what y'all don't see, Maya's in the back, snipping it and editing it.
I can't listen at the same time.
Why?
Because it's echoing and
Oh.
I'm
It's
overstimulated.
confusing. Okay.
Because I can hear y'all
I
talking
could hear it echoing over there
and then hearing
too.
it echo.
Oh.
A little bit.
Yeah. Maybe I'm
So
too
loud.
close.
Am I
Little dis-
screaming?
It's a little distracting.
Am I screaming?
You're always screaming.
Shut
I'm,
up.
I'm definitely
I'll
screaming.
stop
talking.
I'm definitely screaming.
Okay.
You're talking.
She was in the back.
Okay, well, he edits while we're like doing it.
Mhm.
But then we say some off the wall shit sometimes. So I'm like, maybe we should rewatch that. And we should check that everything should be in this episode.
Which is why we're not on live.
Yeah. So then I go back in, I watch it, and if there's something like hee hee, I take it out.
But like, why?
Because
She wants us to live young, wild, and free.
some stuff is like too much. Well, the first episode we took out 15 seconds. The second episode it was 35 minutes.
This episode's gonna be an hour.
Yeah. The third episode was I didn't edit anything out of the third episode. We just posted it
Oh,
as
wow.
it was. So it was good.
Yeah.
It was wild.
So
good.
I'm in the back, and as soon as I have to listen to, like, this is a beautiful conversation we're having.
Yeah.
But now I have to listen to it again.
Yeah.
I gotta relive it and edit and like watch and like just sit there just to make sure it's good, right? So that's what I was doing in the back. I was probably like 45 minutes in. Me and Lauren are laughing at ourselves because we think we're like the funniest thing in the world.
I love
Absolutely.
that. I love that.
And then Ilyse comes running in and I'm like, she's like, Evana, and I'm like, what? And then take it away, Ilyse.
It was weird. I was like, why does this shit always happen to us? And she's like, what? And I was like, I swear people just came in to try and sell AirPods. She was like, shut up, nah, let's go. Like, gets up. Doesn't even like tell me to like, okay, did you send them away? Nothing. She's like, let's go get them. And I'm like, oh my God.
As soon as the lady walked in, I was like, we're not interested because she walked in on a mission.
They were like,
Lauren's like,
she
no,
was
thank you.
walking, like scary. Like
But
if
we
somebody
had
was
a
coming
full
for them.
salon too.
Yeah, it was
So we
busy.
had just no idea if she was like here for like a service or
Yeah.
what, because they come and she wasn't even looking at us in the eyes.
No.
It was weird. She just like came up kind of next to your presence, said something, and kept going to the next
Want some
person.
AirPods?
Yes, but it
Yeah.
wasn't even that. It was like,
Yeah, she was saying, do you want some AirPods?
After I said that, she completely ignored me and just kept walking.
yes.
I thought the world was ending. I was like, what the fuck is that? It's a motorcycle, right?
Is it? Damn, I thought we were getting
like a
hard in the
car or
paint.
something.
I didn't know what
I
was
was like, did you see
happening.
my face? I was like, oh my god, there's a
I was like,
earthquake. What the fuck?
Don't look up.
Literally. But yeah.
So she's over here, like, just saying things. And, like, I'm at the shampoo bowl finally. And she finally comes to me. And, like, I'm, like, watching her, like, go to the girls as I'm, like, shampooing my client. And then she comes to me and I'm like, no. And then I'm, like, staring at what she's doing. She just looks at me like this. Walks away.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then Ashley, like, she goes and talks to the one of our last stylists at the chairs at the very end and does the same thing and then just turns around. Looked like she wanted to walk to the back and then just got the message, turned around. And Ashley was like looking at me like, and I was like, okay. So I go back to tell Evana. And that's when I was like, why does this always happen to us? And
I
she
was
was
like,
like,
what
what?
happened?
I was like, they're just trying to sell us AirPods. I was like, I don't understand. I don't even know like what she wanted or anything. She just had a satchel, came in, tried to throw them at my face, said no, left. Like that was it.
So then I was like,
Let's go get them.
oh my god, you should have told me so I can get my camera. We could film this. This is good content. What are you waiting for? She's like, let's go. So
Yeah, I
I guess
just
they were like running
told her
around the
too.
whole
I was like, let's go.
shopping center.
Yes.
So I ran.
But I didn't realize it was a total of 3 of them.
Yeah.
At first, I was like, oh, look, she's over there. She's at the end. Let's go. And I see them all 3 walking back.
So I
And
went
was like,
to
oh, shit.
Milky, and my brother was like, I was like, oh, did they come in here? And he goes, yeah, they just left. They were so weird. They were trying to sell iPhones and AirPods and like iWatches. Or like, what are they called? Apple Watch.
iWatches.
They were selling the Apple Watches, and he was like, they were just in here. They were super weird. And I was like, okay, whatever. Where they at? I'm trying to buy some just like for the bit of it all.
Right.
And so then I was,
That's
that's
That's when I run back
Yeah.
because she went the opposite way, and I told her the other way.
Yeah.
And she went to Milky.
So I guess they're at
And
the
I was
barber
like,
shop or something now.
regrouping, and I was
Yeah.
like, they're over here. They're coming back.
So she's like, they're coming. So I'm just like,
She
Linda.
was like stand right here, literally outside of the salon doors, just
Yeah.
posted up.
Yeah.
She's like if we're smoking and
So
we're not
I heard
even
you got
smoking,
some
we're just
Mom, where's there? So I don't say anything because I'm waiting for her to come up. So she opens her like satchel, and she had like it was weird. She
didn't say anything at first. Like
She
the
was like-
other girl just like walked by, the one that had talked to us originally, and then I
Yeah.
guess her mama or
Somebody.
somebody
Her
was all
mom.
like, and then we were like, what? And she was like, AirPods. You want them?
And
And
I
we're
was
like,
like,
Was she speaking English?
I don't know.
she had like an accent to her, so you couldn't understand anything at all.
no.
And so she like has her satchel, she opens it. One of them has like all these iPhones in her bag, and she was like, $600 iPhone. And I'm like, oh shit. And then the other one's like, we have iWatches or like whatever they're called. She's like, we have the iWatch.
And then she goes,
and she's
the AirPods?
Yeah.
Real quick. And she's like, oh, the AirPods?
And so then I was like, how much? And she's all 50 a piece. And then she hands me the box, and it's like open, and then one's like wrapped like fully. And so I'm like, okay, even to me in my head, I'm like, even if it's fake, I'm still going to buy them. It's for the story, it's for the plot. Like, we have to buy them now. And so then she shows it to me, and I open it, and she goes, they're brand new. And I'm looking at them, I'm like, okay, Loki, this shit looks real. Like, this don't look fake.
Happy Mother's Day.
I know, right? So then I open the thing, and I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, how much? And she's like, $50. And I was like, okay, for each? And she's like, yeah.
So you bought 3.
She
And
goes.
then what?
She goes,
I pull out $100 bill.
I'm going to give you this $100, but do not come back. Like, what? So nice. She goes, do not come back and bother my clients or my girls. Cha-ching. That was
As
it.
soon
That
as
was
I
it.
hand this $100 to... I broke
It happened. It happened.
As soon as I
finally.
handed the $100 to the lady, the other one goes, I have iPhone $600. I go, no, we're good.
It
So
was
yeah, that's
freaking
how I got
crazy.
to it.
And we didn't even get inside. We looked back. Gone.
They were
in the
gone.
wind.
Did you
They were
open them?
gone.
Yeah, they got into like a vehicle and they just like
Left.
drove off. It was giving human trafficking.
It was
Let's-
sketchy as fuck.
It was giving
What
human
school has
trafficking.
prepared us,
Like,
we bought AirPods.
So they
Wait,
probably are like
how?
tracking us from the AirPods.
Probably.
Something.
Whatever.
How? You don't want to be
Stop.
tracked?
No, I don't want to be tracked.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
What?
I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll give them to you.
Yeah.
I got 2 of them.
They're for you.
They're
He was
for
like,
you,
"Please."
duh. Whenever I bought them, I was like, yeah, we'll give them to Maya.
They're dupes.
So
Look,
we
they
have.
look exactly like the original.
Okay, but that's the thing. When I got them, Lauren and them were like, that doesn't look real. And I'm like, y'all being
I
haters.
did not say that.
What is wrong
I
with
was
Y'all
like,
that?
sound
said-
jealous. And in my head, I was like, damn, I was going to
You
give them
always
to you.
plug them in on the side like that?
What do you mean?
No.
No, you plug them in from the bottom to charge it.
It is.
There's
not.
not a charger.
Oh, what is that?
It's like a keyhole.
It's so that you can put your key thing.
Yeah.
Did
What
I at least,
key?
don't you have some?
Yes.
I'm just
I was
saying.
like, yes, what is that?
And then this is the charging port.
Oh, okay.
So everything, it like pretty much like checks out. And I
Uh-huh.
put them on that they sound normal.
So
They were.
they're-
I think they're
They
real.
might
have a little
be.
extra bass.
What you think?
No, that's what Taylor said, remember?
I think they're real. It's all peeling. They're fine.
It was just a sketchy situation.
I don't know.
It was
Only
big.
because
Yeah.
whenever you hold the button down, it like automatically will connect to your phone and it shows up as like connecting to an
GPS
IP.
too.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it works.
But like if it was like a fake one,
yeah,
I don't
right.
think it
would do
would
that.
have
yeah,
all the
so they're real.
commands. So yeah,
So yeah,
run it up. The real
Right.
ones are like
Cool.
$189.
We'll start the bidding
No,
at
that's so
$100.
cool.
We're cool.
That's cool.
On
They come
Facebook
with the cord
Marketplace.
too. Look,
Oh,
But never come back.
But never come back.
I was like,
She
but
literally
don't come
said
back.
that. And then we looked at each other and we looked down and we both were just had our phones in our pockets. We're like, damn it. We didn't record it. And then we looked at
didn't
Lauren.
record it.
No.
And we looked at Lauren. We're like, Lauren, where'd you go? And she was like, I was scared.
I was.
So she
For
went-
real?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Low key for like
Yes.
a good 30 minutes after I was like, why did I buy these? They're
I
probably
was
tracking
scared.
us.
I was just scared. Like, I don't know. I guess like the first thought is you go into flight or fight. I was like, should I
Buys
do I have
candy.
to fight?
Buys candy.
She's all, should I punch her?
Should I punch her right now and steal this whole bag? I'm just kidding. I'm just
Low key,
kidding.
we should have bought a phone. Hopefully they come back. I don't know.
You told them not to.
I
Why would they?
I'm the type of person too to like get on Facebook Marketplace and like see like if like they
Who
were
posted
running
about
up there.
them?
Yeah, or to see if somebody is like these weird people came in. The first one that I opened, I was in such like a hurry to get it
Aw,
open that I
you're
like
excited.
just ripped it.
So
Yeah.
Maya, those are yours.
Yeah.
You can re-gift it for Christmas.
Well,
There's
Runners
literally
with-
like a barcode on the side. I wonder if you could like look up
Oh,
the
you
SKU
know
or
what?
something.
I saw this thing and they said that if the serial number is the same on both of them, it's because it's fake. Yeah, they're the same on both of them. They're fake. They T-mooed me. The way I said it immediately. Like, I saw this thing on TikTok. It literally says 1FD. Yeah, they're fake, but it's whatever.
We'll beat
They sound
myself.
fine. They're
They
$50.
look just
They
like
work.
it.
You can't buy shit for $50 these days. I feel like even the cheap ones cost $50.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the airports?
It's
Hell
fine.
no.
Well, it's been fun, Taylor. Thank you for coming on to our podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming to Corpus Christi.
Come back in the
Texas.
summer.
Oh my God, it'll be so
Like,
hot.
maybe not.
We'll burn up.
It'll be super hot over here.
Get a good tan.
It'll be crazy.
We tan here.
It'll be bad.
I was so excited to be on the pod.
Ah, first ever. Whoop,
Yeah.
Have you done a podcast before?
No, and that was like a goal of mine. I was like, I want to be on a. I want to be on a. I was so passionate.
Breaks
again.
the
Yeah.
mic.
I was like, I want to be on a podcast one day. So thank you for having me.
I'm glad that this is, like,
2024.
your
Yeah.
first podcast, and you're like our first like
Yes.
guest that we've had on
Yeah.
it. That's freaking badass.
fun.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
So if you want to close it out, Ilyse, and then everybody, and I think that one's your camera. That way, if you want to stare at it while you're.
Thank you for tuning in. Addicted to Bleaching Hair Podcast. What?
And where can they find you? I like how she goes for like to like,
She
give it to
needs
me.
to like
Yeah,
do it
we're gonna
first.
start you.
Oh,
We'll do her last.
Okay, you
Okay,
can
go.
find me at Little Miss Platinum.
Okay, go.
Oh, you can find me at Lauren the Cosmetologist. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna like say something.
Oh, I was gonna say, Taylor, I love you. I love all of y'all. I'm really happy to be here.
And tear it up, Florida.
Yes, and
Tear
it's
it
just
up.
it's been a great conversation. Just even from like collabing together and everything today, it was just like so seamless. It was great. Definitely re-inspired.
Love
I
that.
feel like we forget to stay inspired, so it's really nice to like see you here in Texas and like our home and just like collab and do hair and do what we love. Like today, I was like the whole time. I was like, this is art. Like, this is what we're fucking here for. You know what I mean? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
She's
you
drunk.
off.
You're
No, I'm
fucking
not.
drunk.
I know. I
I'm
just
just
it's
kidding.
like
No, I wish
it's just
I
like
wasn't worried.
passion. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's a passion. It's an art, and I feel like people forget that, and so it's cool to kind of see somebody come in and like show their creativity and their work and like just vibe off
I
of it.
really wanted to see her do her thing. I was just trying to
I'll come back.
survive today.
I'll come back.
Yes, please.
I think it's beautiful that we're friends and that you're able to inspire all of the girls.
Mhm.
And I know that they look up to you a lot. And I've had like Lauren say a bunch of times that she wants to like go to like one of your shadow days. And I feel like she definitely got that today.
Absolutely.
I'm
And
gonna
you
learn
guys
from
are
you.
welcome anytime. Like
I
come
would
hang out with me.
definitely
Yeah.
We
You guys come to you guys can come to New York in the summer.
Of course.
Come hang with me
Go
at the
that way.
studio.
I want to go to the zoo.
You're gonna go to the zoo. Yeah, you wanted to go.
Staten Island Zoo.
They have a zoo in Staten Island.
No, Central
Yeah.
Park.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah, the
not
Madagascar.
That is
In Madagascar, yes.
Is that real?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm like the Staten Island Zoo.
I didn't know there was that
There
one.
is. I mean, it's.
She's like, it's
not
my goal
crazy.
to go to the Staten Island Zoo. Lori. Oh, Lori already.
Already,
my bad.
yeah.
Miss Evana.
Okay.
Yeah,
You can
okay.
find me on Instagram. If you haven't followed us yet, you're fake. I said it every time.
She said it, not me.
My Instagram is at Evana Hair, or you can follow us at Addicted to Bleaching Hair. When we'll drop something, who knows? Probably like in May.
Stay tuned.
We're
Stay
just
tuned.
coming up with stuff.
Subscribe and
see.
find out.
Yeah, we'll drop it when we drop it.
Yeah.
And then Taylor, where can they find you at?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for having me. You guys, like literally since day one, have welcomed me with open arms. Like seriously, you've made me feel so comfortable, and I really appreciate that. And I love that like I inspire all you guys. It's so like it's so great to hear that because I'm
beautiful.
just here to like hang. So
Yeah.
like the fact that you guys get that out of me like being here and just like hang out with you guys, I love that. And you can find me at Mane and Tail on Instagram, TikTok. Yeah, those are my socials. So thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for coming. We were at RDA, and Shelly was there running it up. And I was all, this is our friend Taylor. She's from New York. She came to do hair with us. She's like, ooh, from New York. Doing the
I
most.
love
I'm all,
that.
yeah. And then I'm all, she's with Salon Centric because they're going to be Salon Centric. She's like, oh, wow. Just flexing. I was like,
Yeah, you know.
Takes a photo with her on the door.
Probably
Probably
she's going to be
would've.
like, where's your friend? How's she doing? That's like,
That's gonna be her.
she's going to
every
ask
single time.
every single time.
I love that.
Yeah. Aw. Well, I'm so happy that you joined us.
Thank you.
That was
I'm so happy I was
fun.
here.
And we're done.
That's
a wrap, guys.
Lord.
I'm so sad. I
You
really
can have
wanted
the
to see y'all
headphones. I'm being for
create.
real.
Yeah,
They're fake.
We got to the
I go, they're
conclusion.
fake.
They work. They work.
Yeah.
We tested it.
We should take a picture.